So, yeah, I guess the internet just won't even function at all. Because it didn't even make it 30 minutes before it disconnected. What the hell? Ugh. And it's not displaying the chat box, because of course it's not. So, I'm gonna have to restart the chat box. Okay. Oh, it's not doing... Okay, so it's not doing any of the... Yeah, it's not letting any of my chat commands work. Great. Okay, well that one worked. So, I don't know how long this stream will last then. If it didn't even make it like 30 minutes, but... Yeah, it didn't even make it 30 minutes, so I don't know how long the stream's gonna be able to last then. Okay, what I was trying to say before the internet disconnected was that if the Imperium... On the one hand... on the one hand, the Imperium of Man finding out about... Well, actually, I was about to say that the Imperium of Man, if they learned how to build their own version of RoboCop, that would be cool. However, they would be, like, incredibly horrific because the Imperium of Man would take it to, like... They would basically mass-produce, like, they would easily mass-produce RoboCop. However, while I was rebuilding the stream, or, like, trying to reconnect the internet, I realized... That's already happened, because the Imperium of Man has those has the dread dots, which are just like they've taken like the dying bodies of Space Marines and put them into giant coffins, and then strapped those coffins to like machine guns and mech legs, and sent them back onto the battlefield. So not only has the Imperium of Man made RoboCop, they've made a somehow even more frightening version. They've already made it even worse.
You two seem to be enjoying yourselves.
Just having a little fun with our fellow dispatcher.
Don't worry, I'm sure the kid has a sense of humor. It's just a little blue hazing. And he's an OCP stooge anyway.
You're not going soft on us, are you, Murphy?
You're cops. You're all... You're cops. You're all OCP stooges.
That did not sound like fun.
It's not like
Fucking Massachusetts, and you wanted to get scarier?
You know that he runs tobacco with a stack of papers every time you two talk, right? He's a rat.
We're
just looking out for you, Murphy.
Again, you're cops working for OCP. You're all rats. Or pigs, more often. Or pigs, really. Fucking Massachusetts, and you wanted to get scarier? Well, it's not... I mean, really, what I want for the Imperium of Man is gonna happen, because they're way too far gone.
All right. The situation at the bank was contained in a relatively
Yeah, sorry, the
fashion.
chat messages aren't showing
what
up
did
down
we
here
learn
right
from
now, unfortunately.
When it's their money on the line, OCP will send RoboCop, the entire SWAT team, and a bunch of Ed 209s that actually work.
Correct.
Anything
Good
else?
lesson.
Wendell Antonowski no longer deals with the street vultures.
That's right. There's been a rift in their midst, and I want to know why.
Spike has proven to be talkative under suitable conditions.
That's why I want you all to head to the city and do some actual police work. We need to find Spike.
Right,
The
we'll
attack
go
on
arrest every
OCP
homeless
Bank was
person
a
we
desperate
find.
move. I'm sure there's plenty of theories floating around. So we need to listen to what the streets are saying to find where the vultures are hiding.
I know someone versed in street talk.
Talk to him. And, oh, I almost forgot. Murphy, once you're downtown, the old man wants to meet with you.
Oh, the old man himself? What an honor.
Fucking Master Cube
he's
says...
the closest Detroit has to real-life royalty. Maybe for saving him all that money, he'll knight you or something.
Robo
Enough.
Knight would be kind of cool.
Head downtown ask around,
I'm
and
more
most
trustworthy
importantly,
than RoboCop.
find Spike.
Parker Massachusetts says some Titan pilots become so integrated with their Titans they basically can't be unplugged from it, so it becomes a walking skyscraper with guns that can flatten basically anything. I would really love a game that, like, a Warhammer 40k game that lets you, like, feel what it's like to play a, one of the Imperial Knights. Or, like, different kinds of Titans. It'd have to be, like, it'd have to be pretty slow moving. Like, for mechs as big as that, they have to, like, you have to feel the weight of each step. But if done right, I think it could be really cool.
Over here. You wouldn't want to make the mayor of Detroit wait, would you?
Yes, I would. And I will do so mockingly. Ha 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 ha, I am making you wait. Okay, so because I have no idea how long the stream's quality is going to hold, before it breaks down again, just going to go ahead and tell you about the new stream schedule. So, because I'm constantly dealing with these internet issues, and I really need to find a job, like, before the end of February. Like, I was hoping to find a job before the end of the month 8 months ago. And so I'm gonna have to cut back on streams a little bit. One, to, like, spend even more time applying for jobs, and two, so that if I'm not applying for jobs, I can spend some time, like, doing some stuff to relax, like either working on game development or building, or preparing for some of these major streams that I'll be doing that I want to do in the future, or that I'll be doing in the future, like the handheld horror showcase, the Godzilla movie ranking, and then other events like that. And basically what I'll be doing is, like, I'm going to be not taking a hiatus from streams. I'm just going to lessen the amount of time I'm going to stream by quite a bit, so that I can one, try to get a job as soon as possible, and two, so that I can work on stuff behind the scenes, so that once I've got a job and once I'm in a better place, I can then just hit the ground running on doing, like, some of these major event streams, and, like, that need time to prepare. So how the new stream schedule is probably going to be is, like 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Tuesday, internet willing, is going to be Bloodborne. It's just going to be Bloodborne until the Donathon's over, or until I beat Bloodborne, or until the Donathon ends, whichever happens first. Thursday, from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. is going to be more Bloodborne until the Donathon is over, or until the Donathon ends, or until I beat Bloodborne. And then Sunday will be, instead of a Saturday stream, I'm not going to be able to do a Saturday stream because I keep having family obligations that force me to move Saturday streams to Sunday. So until I'm able to, like, get a job or, like, move out of here, I'm going to move Saturday streams to Sunday, because that's become, like, a more open day. And on that day, it's either going to be like Bloodborne, or I'm going to, like, maybe do something else that I want, maybe just play something that I really want to play, so that I can actually try and enjoy, so that I can make sure to have a stream where I'm enjoying the game I'm playing. It's far more likely to be like that second one, that just I play a game that it might be like me playing more, like Returning to God Hand, and playing more of that because I was having a blast playing God Hand. It might be playing some smaller games that I'm not trying to play through, but I really enjoy playing, like Street Fighter 6. Or, like, maybe trying out some fighting games I've been meaning to try out, like Guilty Gear Strive and Tekken 8. Basically, Sunday streams are going to be a whatever I feel like kind of thing. And the reason for that is that, it's like, so that I have at least one stream a week where I know that whatever I'm playing, I'll have a fun time playing it. And also, it's going to be like this. I know I'm in the middle of, like, Final Fantasy 2 and RoboCop Rogue City, and I am going to be playing more of those as soon as I get the chance. But for right now, I'm going to prioritize the Bloodborne Donathon, just because a lot of the event streams that I'm planning on doing, or that could be happening, are going to, like, them happening is, like, entirely dependent on how the Bloodborne Donathon, Emergency Donathon goes. And then if I do end up beating Bloodborne, but I still have enough lives left to take it to another game, then the schedule might change a little bit. And I might either, like, do 2 days a week of that next thing, or like Tuesday and Thursday will be that next thing, whatever fills in the gap to continue the Donathon after I beat Bloodborne, or I might change things up a little bit depending on like what game ends, like what I end up deciding to play after Bloodborne. If I end up beating Bloodborne as part of the Donathon. And I will get back to as soon as I can. As soon as I can find a new job and settle into that new job, I'll try to get back to streaming more often. And when I do, then I'll return to like playing more Final Fantasy 2 and RoboCop Rogue City. It's just that I really need to find like a new job as soon as possible, which it requires time to like job hunt. And I'd really like to move to a new place as soon as possible, which again requires job hunting. So basically, the new stream schedule is going to be like internet willing, Tuesday 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. going to be Bloodborne. Thursday 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. internet willing, and it's going to be Bloodborne. And then Sunday will kind of be like whatever I feel like. I will let y'all know what I'll be playing like a week in advance, but it could like I might be continuing God Hand, I might be playing more Bloodborne, or I might be like playing some other games that I've really wanted to get back to playing, like Street Fighter 6 or like Marvel Rivals, or like actually trying out Guilty Gear Strive or Tekken 8 or some other things. Basically, Tuesday and Thursday are guaranteed to be Bloodborne until I either beat Bloodborne or I run out of lives and thus the Donathon ends. And Sunday is going to be the day where I play something I know I'm going to have fun with. Like, it's like for the fall, starting next week, Sunday will probably be God Hand because I was having a lot of fun playing that game. And again, it'll also be from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. And yeah, because I keep having family obligations that keep forcing me to move Saturday streams to Sunday, while I'm staying here, I'm just gonna move Saturday streams to Sunday afternoon. So Sunday from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. That way I don't have to keep pushing. That way I don't have to keep telling y'all like a day before that I'm gonna be moving streams. We could just have the stream on Sunday and I can plan for that in advance. And yeah, that does mean that I'll be taking a little bit of a break from RoboCop and like Final Fantasy 2. And as soon as I can get a new job, and as soon as I settle into working that new job, I'll try to get back to streaming more often. And then I'll try to get back to streaming more often, and then I'll pick up those games. It's just that I'm going to be focusing, for the remaining streams, I'm going to be lessening the number of streams so that I can, like, focus even more on, like, applying for jobs. And also so that I can focus on preparing for, like, some of the big streams I'm going to be doing. Like, again, the Handheld Horror Showcase, Godzilla Movie Ranking, Capcom Fighters Marathon from Hell, stuff like that, so that as soon as I get a new job and as soon as I can like start streaming more, I can just hit the ground running and just like do all those like special streams, like as many as possible, like do those special streams as soon as possible. So yeah, that's kind of the plan. Is like gonna reduce the number of streams. And for Tuesday and Thursdays, I'm just going to be focusing on the Bloodborne for the Bloodborne Emergency Donathon, because a lot of my plans for the future months will hinge upon how well that Donathon goes. And again, if I do beat Bloodborne and there's still enough lives left in the Donathon to where I could play through some other game, then that schedule might change a little bit, because I mean that schedule might change a little bit, but I'll still keep doing the Donathon, of course. But yeah, for right now, I'm gonna spend 2 of the 3 streaming days focusing on Bloodborne, so that I can like get through that quicker. Because we're already in the because with me starting February, this is already the 4th month of the Bloodborne Emergency Donathon. And now, I know that that's a case of well, I only did 1 stream of Bloodborne in November, but that's kind of why I need to do this. I need to really make up for lost time. Pokemaster Cube says, slides Dark Souls 3 under the desk. Well, that's very impressive, Pokemaster Cube, considering I don't have a copy of Dark Souls 3. So I couldn't feature it. I couldn't play it. Now, if enough money is donated as part of the Donathon, like if we get past $1,000, if we get past $1,000 donated for the donathon, I'd be willing to maybe spend some money to buy some other Soulsborne game to like continue the donathon after I beat Bloodborne. Like either return to Dark Souls 1, start Dark Souls 3, maybe even start Elden Ring. Or Sekiro. But basically, it's gonna heavily depend on. Okay, what'll likely happen if somehow I do end up beating Bloodborne, and there are enough lives left from the donathon to where I could continue into another game, I will probably let y'all vote and decide what game I play for the donathon after Bloodborne. However, that's going to heavily depend. Like y'all's options are going to heavily depend upon how much money is donated for the donathon. So if under $1,000 is donated by the time I beat Bloodborne, then y'all's choices are really just going to be like games that I already have and I have available that I feel like I could play with like a live system, that I feel like could like be worth playing with a live system, to be like with a lives challenge run to kind of be an incentive to that. But if we manage to get past like $1,000, and if we manage to get far enough past $1,000 donated, then I'd be willing to buy some more games, get back some of the games I had, like get some more Soulsborne games, like Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, Sekiro, and Elden Ring. Pokemon Massachusetts says, well, need to get you through certain bosses that are going to be a life drain. Yes. Yeah, and this is a major if, because it's really going to depend on like how well I do in the remaining part of Bloodborne. Because I'm not even halfway through the game, I think, from what I know. I'm not even halfway through the game, but... And it's also going to heavily depend on like if my internet holds together. And then just to let y'all know, if I do get a job, before the donathon ends, I'll still keep the donathon going. Because the thing is that the donathon will go either until I beat Bloodborne, or basically the donathon will go until I run out of lives. So even if I get a new job and I'm in a much better financial place, or a much more financially stable place, I'll still keep the donathon going. Just because, again, the donathon ends after I run out of lives. Will go until I run out of lives. Pokemon Massachusetts says, after I went to bed last time, did you beat Rom? No, the stream had to end early because the internet disconnected again. And that's kind of another reason why I'm cutting the streams down to like only 3 a week, because I don't know what's going on with the internet at the place I'm at. But it's been pretty awful. And it's making it difficult to stream. So yeah, hi Sleepless, welcome in. So yeah, that's kind of the... Pokemon Ice Cube says, okay, so you're still in Moon Phase 1. Yes. So yeah, that's kind of what the new schedule is looking like. Until I can get a new job, and until I can get a new job and like move out of the place I'm staying at. Or move out of my parents' house. The kind of new schedule is like Tuesdays Bloodborne, Tuesdays Bloodborne Donathon, Thursdays Bloodborne Donathon. Sundays will be something, probably starting with God Hand, but it'll be like something, it'll be something I know I'm gonna have a fun time playing. So that way, no matter how well Bloodborne goes, I know that I can enjoy it. I'll have at least one stream I can enjoy. I'll have fun in that week.
May I help you, Mr. Mayor?
Oh, it's me who's gonna do the helping. You know John Mills, I presume. The OCP puppet who's gunning for my seat as mayor.
As opposed to
I've
you,
heard
the
from a
OCP puppet who
reliable
is
source
currently
that
mayor.
He's planning to make you the highlight of his election bid. Judging by your expressive face, he hasn't talked to you about it yet, huh? That's what I figured. What a slimy bastard. Using your image to influence the good people of this city, and without your consent? That's clearly something that I would never do. But you know that I've always appreciated what you're doing for our city, right? So, the real question is, what are we gonna do about it together?
See. Poker Master Q says, I say Moon Phase 1, it's really Phase 3, the whole cycle, but the Moon's part is split into 2 parts, but Moon Phase 2 is the last phase. Okay, so what I'm hearing here is that there's Moon Phase 1, but it's actually Moon Phase 3, but you're calling it Moon Phase 1. So that means that Moon Phase 2 is actually Moon Phase 4 and not 3, which means that Moon Phase 2 is actually Moon Phase 4. But what does that make Moon Phase 3? Does that mean that Moon Phase 3 is actually Moon Phase 5?
I will not let OCP take over this city.
I knew you'd understand. I need to go. Campaign season is busy, but let me leave you with one word of advice. Whatever you do, make it clear that you are not siding with Mills. You can be sure that they'll twist your every word and use it against you.
Slip says Moon Phase 3
That's
was
what
actually
OCP
just a group
does.
hallucination.
Thanks for the talk, RoboCop. Say no to Delta City. Vote for the neighborhoods. Vote for Kuzak.
Your actions have a political impact. Oh boy. So yeah, this will be the last stream of RoboCop for a little bit, for some time. I really do want to get back to playing this, and I hate to put this game on hiatus, but it's just... I do have to lower the number of streams I'm able to do. I'm going to have to lower the number of streams I can do, because... Like I said only a few minutes ago, I've needed to find a new job by the end of the month, 8 months ago. I started looking for a new... I've been searching for a new job for almost a year now. Oh, and also, normally... So, yeah, that's another thing is, like, I can't do Brawl or Nothing. Normally, Brawl or Nothing would be happening on... at the start of March, but that's going to have to wait until, like, after I get a new job so that I can afford to do... So that I can afford to do Brawl or Nothing.
No, you wouldn't.
Hey, Shiny.
You wouldn't say a word if
Got a job for you.
No. Dang it. I want to just walk
How are
past
you
him.
feeling after the incident at the bank?
Who gives a shit? I heard that you're heading to the city. Once you're out there, I want you to check one apartment for me. There's suspicion of domestic terrorism and corporate espionage, so expect a warm welcome.
Should I assume hostility from the suspect?
Pokemon Master says Phase 1
I
is evening,
assume
Phase
you'll
2 is
find
sunset, triggered by
sensitive data
killing Gascoigne.
Look for
Phase
it
3 is Moon
thoroughly and
Phase
make
1,
sure it
triggered by
comes
killing
straight
Amelia.
back to
Phase
my
4 is Moon
hands.
Phase 2, which is triggered by
Tenement
Ron.
across the street from the arcade, apartment 12. Now go, I've got to prepare for a meeting.
Of course
And
you do.
remember, if you won't take care of it, another cop will have to. Another cop that isn't quite as resistant to deadly surprises as you are.
Or you could go handle it if you're so on it to be done. Alright, I guess we'll go out there and handle it. Yeah, we'll go. But yeah, as soon as I can get a new job and like start hopefully moving to a better place, and I'll like try to hopefully as soon as I can get a new job soon, and then I'll start after I've settled into that new job and hopefully have moved to a new place, I can increase the number of streams I can do and get back to playing more games. See, I hate to like put so many other games that I'm playing on on a little bit of a break, but I really do need to like lower the number of streams I'm doing. Pokemon Master Cube says, checking the list, there's only 3 main bosses left after Rom and a couple of optional ones. Is that including or besides the DLC? But as for as for what the options are, if I haven't Pokemon Master Cube says not counting the DLC. So if we don't reach $1,000 donated, if we haven't passed $1,000 donated by the time if I theoretically can beat Bloodborne before I run out of life for the donathon, but we haven't reached $1,000, but over $1,000 hasn't been donated towards the donathon by the time I reach that point, the kind of games we're looking at for like what I could play after Bloodborne, and again, this is all hypotheticals, and this list could change. But the potential options are like a roulette of all the older armored, of like most of the older Armored Cores, like I have like 15 different Armored Core games available like through emulators on my computer, and it was basically be like not playing through one set Armored Core at a time. It'd be like try a mission in Armored Core, and if I die, then I would have to restart. Then I'd have to spin the roulette wheel, and whatever Armored Core it lands on, I then pick things back up with that Armored Core and play through that until I die, and then and again. And of course, every dollar donated would add another life. The other potential option is doing that same thing, but with like the Kingsfield Shadow Tower games. Yeah, the other thing, another option is doing that with like Kingsfield Shadow Tower games, where again there's 4 Kingsfield games and 2 Shadow Tower games, and I have all 6 of them available through emulator. And it'd be kind of a similar thing where like I'd play through it until I die, and then spin a roulette wheel, and whatever game it lands on, I'd like continue things in that game until I die, and then spin the wheel again. Those are 2 of the options. The third option is this is the stupidest option, but it could potentially be the funniest, which is I have a little PS4 anime fighting game that I've kept on, even though it is bad. Because it's so bad, I wanted to play it for a stream. And because I've wanted someday to like use it for something in a stream. And I knew that I could never just like play through it normally, like I do for a lot of games, just like play my way through it, like normally. Because I would have to like restart the game, which would meaning delete my progress and then restart the whole thing, and that would mean losing out on the character items I've gotten. Although I guess I could do that, because I mean it's Jump Force character items. Who gives a shit? So it says Jump Force returns. Yeah, Sleepless already guessed it. It's Jump Force. So yeah, that's the third potential option if we don't factor in other Soulsborne games, or if we don't factor in other Soulsborne games, is I play through Jump Force, and every time I die, I play through Jump Force. And every time I die, I lose a mission, I lose a life. And also, maybe, I, like, have to randomize my team. And this actually would be good for a challenge run like this, because Jump Force is not just bad, it is also difficult. Slim says, as somebody that wanted Jump Force to be good, I was so disappointed, man. Aw, me too. Although, Sleepless, I know this isn't exactly what you want, but give it a little bit of time. Because in a few years' time, even if we get no more Shonen Jump crossover games like we used to get, even if we get no more of those, with the way things are going, it seems like Dragon Ball FighterZ is basically going to turn into like the new Shonen, like fans are just going to mod in so many different characters that Dragon Ball FighterZ is going to become the Shonen Jump fighting game. People have already modded in like a fully working Dio and Yugimoto into there with their own unique gameplay. And I know you're not a big fan of Dragon Ball, and I know you're not a big fan of 2D fighters, but that might actually be our best chance at getting a good Shonen Jump game at this point, which is weird to say, which is weird to think about. I would love if they ported that like Jump Ultimate Stars from the DS. I would love if Bandai Namco like made an English re-release of that game, because that game was. I played a little bit of that game on DS emulator many years ago. That game was fun.
Hey, you. The old man is waiting for you upstairs.
Oh, that's why
This
these
entrance
bodyguards
to
are
the
here.
building is off limits. Do you think you have to use the staircase? Doesn't matter. Just don't-
Alright. I guess meet with the old man then. Oh, okay, go up. So yeah, that's
The old man's waiting.
kind of
So,
our
it's
That's
true
kind
what
of
they
our
say.
options.
You do have some kind of defect.
Sleep says, yeah, but that's mods for a 2D fighter and IP I just am done with. I unfortunately think if we're going to get any good Shonen Jump any good fighting games based off of a Shonen Jump property, I think really our main options at this point are like a tag fighter, or like a 2D tag fighter, because one, Dragon Ball Fighters did really well. And two, considering that most of the Shonen anime that you'd want to make into a fighting game have like big rosters of characters, a tag fighter would work pretty well for them. And like allowing you to make like mix and match characters into teams. It would be either that or I like open arena fighters, but I know a lot of people don't. I know a lot of people just aren't interested in those sorts of games. And I think like if it's not like a 2D tag fighter, I think if you want to make a new fighting game based off of a Shonen Jump property and get people's interest, you'd have to do like an actual like 3D fighting game closer to like Soul Calibur or like Tekken or Virtua Fighter, like in that sort of like camera style or 3D fighting game, but make it with one of these properties. I do think that would be like that has a lot of potential. Like seriously, Bandai Namco. Oh, we don't want to make Soul Calibur anymore. Okay, then make Soul Calibur but with Bleach. You got a brand new Bleach anime that people are liking. Bleach nostalgia is big right now. And everyone's already got a sword. So yeah, Soul Calibur but with Bleach. I think I've joked about that before.
It's good to see you, my boy.
It's not good to see you.
Leave us. I want to talk to him in private. You have to excuse me for not getting up. I'm in a rather unfortunate state.
Good. Slip says, maybe instead of tag fighter, just assist fighter. Most anime manga MCs have super moves you could call in, which would be great, and just do a Tekken DOA style one.
Service to OCP and the city.
A DOA style like 3D fighter with Shonen Jump characters could be really great as well.
What's left of it? It used to be a thriving neighborhood. Nothing like what you see.
Slip says, Bleach, I actually want to see what FromSoft would do with it. That might be their first good anime game.
Prosperous district in the city. A new
Not exactly. Depends on how I haven't played Another Century's episodes yet, but I've heard those are really good. I've heard that Another Century's episode is really good. It's some really good mech action games. Now, if you mean like the first good Bleach video game, I have actually thought about doing like a stream on Bleach games because I'm kind of like because I'm hitting 30, and Bleach was the anime, the big 3 anime that I watched when I was younger, but never finished. I am kind of getting reinterested in Bleach because in recent weeks I've rediscovered like how good the style of Bleach is, like between the music and all the character designs and art. So I kind of would like to I kind of would like to do like a Bleach video games showcase stream. However, the thing with that is Bleach doesn't have like the near volume of games that something like Dragon Ball or Naruto has, and I don't know if any of them are good. I feel like it's like I don't know if there's any standout like really good Bleach games. Sleep says there are 0 good Bleach games, man. Which is a shame. That Rebirth of Souls one that released last year, that looked like that had the style. That Rebirth of Souls game that released last year, that had a really good style, but from what I've heard, like the style of Bleach was there, but like the actual fighting game, like it did play more. It just kind of it it has a really good visual, like Rebirth of the Souls is a really good visual style, but it doesn't have there are problems with the gameplay. Sleep says Rebirth of the Souls is alright, but it has issues. Sleep says the last one we got on PS3 and it was bad. More broken than AC5. Dang. A New Heart of Detroit. Do not ask machines about
Are you asking a machine about dreams?
You're selling yourself short, son.
Yeah, and you're selling
Delta
yourself
City's
tall.
construction is about to start. Finally, the old and frail will be replaced with the new and strong.
Hopefully that includes him.
Decay and death are terrible things. You lose everything you worked for your entire life. But I don't have to tell you what that's like. It really makes me wonder, has the time you spent in that armor been a burden to you?
Allows me to still work is only a burden for criminals. I do not dwell on that.
You cannot complain about the life that was granted to you.
That's very humble of you. The real reason I've summoned you here is because I'm worried.
I'd love if I could kick him out the
Aware of
window.
your instability problems, and it's not a matter that we can overlook. That's why I've requested to have people look after you. Tell me, how are you finding your evaluations with Dr.
I've also
Blanche?
thought about, like, speaking about, like, showing an anime that could use. I've also thought about doing, like, a One Piece, like, game showcase. And I do have that One Piece, like, turn-based RPG, One Piece Odyssey, that I'd like to play on the stream. I'd like to play on the channel at some point. But I think, unfortunately, One Piece is another case where it's, like, I think One Piece is another case where it's like it's had a lot of maybe alright games, but it hasn't had any standout really great games. I increase my performance, there was time, two sides of everything. Sure.
I am happy to comply with any activity that improves effectiveness.
You're a good sport. I can imagine it's not a pleasant experience, but I can't express how much I'd like you to.
So it says One Piece has had a few decent ones, but it's
sure
extremely
that
hit or miss, and a lot of them are nostalgia
becoming a
plays.
liability is the last thing you'd want. Am I right?
It's
That
funny how
is
a lot of
correct.
Now
Japanese
we've reached
shows that I'm really
understanding.
that I have a real interest
Tell
in
me,
it's a similar
is there
thing with them.
anything I could do to put your mind at ease?
You could jump out that window. So, yeah. But besides One Piece, it's another similar thing with Kamen Rider, where there is quite a few Kamen Rider games. However, there's not really any standout, like, amazing ones. Now, part of the problem there is that, like, Kamen Rider, like, okay, there was a surge of, like, Kamen Rider 3D fighting games that weren't exactly anime arena fighters. They actually had, like, a kind of, or to my knowledge, like, they weren't exactly like anime arena fighters. Some of them were. Okay, there's a lot of different Kamen Rider games, Kamen Rider fighting games, with a lot of different styles to them. However, all those Kamen Rider fighting games that we've gotten so far are really good at, like, fan service playing to fan service, but they don't really, like, stand out gameplay wise. It's really like the sort of thing where, like, you'd want to play them if you're like a diehard fan, like me. It's sort of the thing. It's a sort of thing where, like, Dragon Ball Fighters, while a lot of people have issues with, a lot of people have issues with it. Dragon Ball Fighters was such a big, like, it really did help to get. It was such a big, it was such a big release that it really helped get a lot of people who had never even seen Dragon Ball, like, really interested in Dragon Ball. And other anime and, like, other stuff that Toei owns really could use that.
My partner has been severely wounded and is being treated at Gibson Memorial Hospital.
I'll make sure she gets the best care there is.
Thank you.
I have to say, you brought a lot of hope into this old man's heart.
Okay, what are you gonna do
Now,
with that hope?
excuse me. I'm not supposed to exert myself too much. Doctor's orders. And you can't argue with them.
Pokemon Magic Cube says, I forgot something. 7 days remain. Well, that's worrisome.
Take care of yourself. After all, the peace of Detroit depends on your well-being.
Wonder, can I just like jump down here? I wonder what happened. Wee.
Holy shit! What was that?
RoboCop. Not such a piece of junk after all.
Pokemon Master Cube says 7 days till the end of an era. Okay, let's keep going.
Hey Murphy, are you done with the old man's tea party? Remember to get back in touch with your informer. See if he has any info that could get us back on the biker's lead. Spike is still out there.
I guess we're walking. Yeah, like I was...
OCP wants to raise towers of glass and steel? Go ahead. Just not where we live.
What are you doing here? I guess she's just hanging around the dump. But yeah, probably Sundays with the new stream schedule, I'll probably like play more God Hand on Sundays just because I am having a lot of fun with that. But then after God Hand, it's really what I stream on Sunday is really going to depend on what I feel like. If the internet starts holding up, I would love to play some more Street Fighter 6 and like a bunch of other like fighting games, an online game, and games that require online to function on stream. Like I'd love to try out Tekken 8 and Guilty Gear Strive because I've had Tekken 8 for a couple of months now, but I've still never gotten the chance to like try it out. And like the new season of DLC was just announced, which is, and I'm gonna have to wait until I get. Oh, it's Washington.
One of the dumpsters. That's the only place he belongs, if you catch my drift. Over and out.
What's she doing?
Right. So much for my field training.
Okay. Here. I guess I'll talk to him.
Officer Washington, I will be your field trainer for today. Requesting readiness confirmation.
Yeah, thanks for the offer, but maybe the others are right. I might not really be cut out for field work.
So, what I was saying is that I really want to get back into trying out Tekken 8 because it was just announced earlier today, like the next season of Tekken, like the new season of Tekken DLC was announced, and it's like all three of the characters, which are like Kunimitsu, which I think is like a ninja, a lady ninja with like a fox mask, and then Bob, who, as far as I could tell, is one of like a fan beloved character because the out of all the characters that were announced in this trailer, everyone was like excited about Bob. And then Roger Jr., the kangaroo with boxing gloves, got announced. All three of those characters look like they'd be a lot of fun, and I mean, I can't get them until I get more money, but I can at least try and get more familiar with Tekken 8 before I can buy them. Do you not want to...
Ask yourself, do I have the will to clean the streets of Detroit of unrighteous individuals?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I do. Officer Washington reporting for field training.
Good, you have your body armor on. Well done. What about the rest of your gear? Service
I'm not
pistol?
sure if I'm cut out for field work. I'm not sure if I'm cut out for field work. Remember
Check.
your bloodlust that comes
Duty
with being
light.
a police officer.
Never part with it.
Good job.
Remember,
Preparation is the most
Washington,
important.
we are police
So is
officers.
knowing your
To
surroundings.
spill blood is our
Are
calling.
you familiar with this area?
Isn't this the part of the city where it gets really busy like all the time?
Please,
I think that answers my question.
please, I need your help.
Set the radio to my channel and follow me.
Roger that.
RoboCop's got his own
Officer needs
channel?
to be confident. Straight back, sturdy walk, together with a clear and unshaking voice.
What do you think, now, of course, they mean like police channel, but if RoboCop had his own radio channel that he put... If RoboCop DJ'd his own radio channel, what do you think would be... What songs do you think would be on his radio... what he would play? I actually kind of would be curious to see, like, RoboCop DJ a radio channel.
Officers, thank God you're here. I really need your help. What happened is...
When responding to a request for aid, the first thing is to introduce yourself to the potential victim. Watch and learn.
Sleep says it's a little on the nose, but I expect you to do a little EDM.
How do you do, madam?
Well, to tell you the truth...
The second thing is to reassure the victim of their safety. Madam, you do not need to be afraid anymore. We are here to help you.
Yes, but it's not about me.
The third thing is...
I'm quite familiar with the field training manual, so if you don't mind, I'll take over. Ma'am, could you please tell us what happened?
It's my cat, Fortune. He's missing. Fortune is my biggest treasure. I can't lose him.
Okay, we gotta find that cat.
Do you have any idea where he might be?
The only place I can think of is the basement. I've also heard some ruckus coming from downstairs today, but
not some
the
ruckus.
Lights aren't working, and my eyesight's not so good anymore.
Is it okay for us to investigate the basement?
Yes, it makes an excellent opportunity for low-light training. Let us proceed downstairs.
Okay, downstairs we
Good
go.
luck down there. The cat has that name for a reason. He really brings
Turn
fortune.
your flashlight
So
on.
don't you come back without...
Right.
Duty light can be advantageous, but it can also be a liability. Keeping it close to you creates a clear target for the violators. It is good practice to hold the duty light away from your body.
I don't remember reading that in the field manual. Did you get it from a different book?
No, from experience.
Okay, I guess let's keep looking around. Yeah, there's a bunch of games that I've been wanting to play on stream for some time, and that I think would be a lot of fun. And like, there's that Kamen Rider Dynasty Warriors game that I don't think I could do a full playthrough of, just because. Well, yeah, well, that one's on my PS3, which I can't really get out right now. Yeah, I can't really like stream games on PS. I can't really like set up the PS3 right now to stream games.
Clear.
But anyway, there's a bunch of other. But yeah, there's a bunch of other games that I've been meaning to play on the channel.
You think I should try to remove these planks?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay, Magic Cube said.
Wow.
Oh, there we go.
I didn't know I had so much strength in me.
Neither did I.
You will never know until you try.
So I could play, because I was talking about all these different Kamen Rider fighting games. I could get some of them. There were a bunch of them on PS2. Yeah, I could get like for one of these potential streams I'm doing where I'm just playing whatever I want to. I could like get some of these Kamen Rider fighting games and show you all them, because yeah, there's a lot of them that available on like PS2.
And now my shoes are covered in strawberry jam.
When chasing a suspect, do not rush head first.
Pokemon Massachusetts, do you have the way to get around the encoding that PS3s have that makes streaming hard for them?
Cuts
Yes.
down on being surprised.
Yep, I have it. It's called an HDMI. What you're talking about is an HDMI splitter. I have one of those. However, that's kind of why it's difficult to like. That's kind of why it's difficult to stream PS3 games right now. I don't have a lot of space around me, and setting up the PS3, which the HDMI splitter, adds like 4 or 5 extra cables, and just makes like the entire area around it like a mess.
The fugitive has left a trail. This time, pace yourself. Do not get out of breath during a foot pursuit. You will need stamina to engage the fugitive later.
Oh, looks like he stopped by the spilled paint can.
Suspect might be intoxicated.
I used to know these kids who gave their cat stomach medicine to make it loopy.
Why would you do that?
Is there a moral to that story?
Cats are susceptible to substance misuse.
Who would hurt their cat like that?
I heard something. I think it's coming from the piano.
Oh. Okay, I guess we found it.
That cat must be hiding inside. Let me lure it out.
Go ahead.
There it is! It's escaping! Darn it!
Okay,
It went
fine.
through here, but that's a very narrow passage. Let's try the door.
Let's break it down.
It's
We need to
locked,
save that
but
cat.
I can try to squeeze through that gap.
I guess
Go
permission
ahead.
granted. Pokemon Rescue says the other thing, those games do like to play the music for their shows. That's true. And will Avex go hard on copyright music on YouTube, so you might want to switch to Twitch only and still be prepared for any copyright hits. Well, I've got ways around that. If they do,
Now let me get that door open for you.
if I do play those Kamen Rider fighting games on the channel, and like they do get
Who'da
caught by
thunk that being
copyright,
small can actually have its advantages.
An eager police officer with a small build is worth twice as much as a big slacker. Good work, Officer Washington.
yeah,
Thank you, sir.
I could try and just like turn down the music volume if there's an option for that in game.
What was that?
Uh-oh.
I'm afraid this time it's a one-way street, Mr. Cat. But where are you hiding?
Okay, let's try looking around. Ah, sweet dinosaur. Okay, and so yeah, basically that's gonna be like how the new stream schedule is gonna work for the time being, at least until I can get a job, and and hopefully move out of the place I'm currently staying. Is Tuesdays Bloodborne Emergency Donathon, Thursdays Bloodborne Emergency Donathon, and Sundays will be like something that I know I'm going to enjoy, just so I can make sure that no matter how Bloodborne goes, that I have one stream that I really I have a lot of fun with. I'm probably going to be starting with God Hand, just because I was having a lot of fun with that when I played it on my birthday. Okay, no, not there. I guess let's just keep looking around. In here.
There he is. Oh gosh, Fortune. You look a mess. You think he's all right?
The cat is fine. You can take it back to its owner. I will clean up any remaining mess.
Okay, see you soon.
I don't know, I think this whole basement area is kind of a mess. Also, I know how... Also, I'm feeling like the way you'd clean RoboCop is actually just breaking down everything. It's just destroying everything. What? Wait, what the heck? What the... Wait, what is... It wasn't the old lady who died, was it? Okay. Well, good thing we saved the cat. Heavy blood loss. Is there anything... Since there's another clue, I'll have to look around for it. And then, yeah, like I've been saying, once I've got a new job and hopefully moved out of here and settled into that new job, then I can start getting back to streaming more often. And what I'm gonna do with the time I'm not streaming as often, is in addition to applying for even more jobs, is like use that to kind of work on these different special streams that I need to prepare for. And so hopefully what could happen is once I've gotten the new job and settled in, I could just immediately start doing all those special streams. Oh. Anything over here? Also, the stream already broke down once, so don't be surprised if the internet disconnects again. If it does, I'll try to bring things back as quickly as possible. Oh. Blue on top of cranium fatal. Oh gosh.
It's Washington. Do you read me?
Loud and clear. What is your status?
We got a problem. I'm on the second floor and have a visual on multiple armed suspects entering our location. Most of them are heading your way, but I can hear some coming up the stairs.
Do not engage them. Take your time and find the most secure location.
And keep that cat safe.
Officer Washington?
Sir.
Keep cool. I am coming up to have your back.
Glad to hear that, sir.
And again, keep that cat safe. It's very important he keeps that cat safe. What are y'all doing down here? Do y'all really just go into like any sort of like old worn out place thinking y'all could just use it as a new hive? Yeah, it looks like I need to go... And not around there. Maybe I need to go up? Actually, it's a little interesting, going back to talking about, like, the show anime, it's a little interesting that, like, as far as the big three go, of course, like, Bleach was the one I watched when I was younger, and then I really got into, like, One Piece in recent years. Yeah, I've really gotten into One Piece in recent years. And I'm kind of, like, now, like, re-interested in getting back into, like, Bleach. I'm kind of now re-interested in getting back to Bleach. Like, maybe if I clear up enough of the things I'm currently watching, I might restart Bleach, but really, despite how much like I like those three.
For much longer, sir. We're in Pig. Nowhere to hide now. Drop your guns.
Ah, dang it, Washington.
Fuck! He got me.
Despite how much I like those two, and there's a lot of other shonen, and a lot of other shonen anime I really like. I've really had no interest in, like, ever watching or reading Naruto. I'm not sure what it, like, again, like, I like most shonen, like, even most shonen anime I have at least even a casual interest in. Like, I'd like to get back to, I watched, like, the first season of Jujutsu Kaisen. I'd like to actually, like, rewatch that first season and, like, watch the more recent seasons after that. And, of course, like, I started My Hero Academia, although I kind of dropped off of that and don't have an interest in continuing it, but like I said, I either really get into shonen anime, like with One Piece, or I at least start them, but for some reason I've just really had no interest in starting Naruto.
That was tense. I need a breather.
No, not the pizza! No! This pizza is it has to be thrown away. Oh, hey, Washington.
Officer Washington, your performance today was impressive.
Thank you, sir. It means a lot coming from you.
You will be fine. It is only a superficial wound.
See? I've told you that cat brings luck. Isn't this just wonderful?
Okay, but is the cat okay? Also, we're gonna have to clean. Gosh dang it, someone's gonna have to clean up this apartment. Oh wait, what is this? For Saturday's lottery draws, the winning numbers are 9, 19, 29, 39, 49, 59. Why'd you just steal her lotto ticket? Why'd you just steal her lotto ticket? RoboCop, what's with you? Okay, let's go. Yeah, this way. Although, as much as I was bemoaning the status of Kamen Rider video games earlier, where there's a couple of interesting ones. There's a couple of interesting fighting games, and okay, it's been some time, but there was a more recent character action game called Memory of Heroes, which I did play on stream, and that one is just kind of okay. Could really use a lot of improvements if they were to ever make a sequel, although I don't think we're gonna get one. There was also a Resident Evil 1 style Kamen Rider game where it was you played as a couple different riders from and they had tank controls and fixed camera perspectives, and there was a melee system, and it was all about melee combat instead of gunplay, or instead of firing a gun. Which that one I would like to play. I'd need to get it. The only thing is the barrier entry is it is all in Japanese, so I'd have to. It might be a little difficult to get into. But as sad as the state is for Kamen Rider games, it's even worse. It is much worse for Sentai and Ultraman games. There was a couple of Ultraman fighting games around the same time as there were Kamen Rider fighting games. I believe they were on the PS2 and Wii. And that was it. And there was the Ultra Kaiju Monster Rancher game that released in recent years. And that's kind of it. There's there are more, but there's those are the only ones I can remember off the top of my head. And I can't remember what games Sentai has had.
Whoa. It's getting so cold. Luckily the previous owner didn't need this jacket anymore.
Fucking Master keeps MHA Vigilantes
Waiting for the movie screening.
Just browsing to find which movie would most enhance my nuke experience.
Fucking Master Cube says MHA Vigilantes is good, so if you wanted to give My Hero Academia a second chance, maybe try out that side story. It's set all before the main stuff and its own story outright. A few cameos from the main show characters that are active at the point in time. Fucking Master Cube says Project Doom also. They have a Doom in this universe. Every universe has Doom. Even if video games haven't been made in that universe, it'll still somehow have Doom.
Has working with the police not made you change your ways?
I need to keep up appearances. Otherwise, I wouldn't be much use as an informer, now would I? Nah, tell me. What's the next job for the police's finest duo?
I need information on Spike's whereabouts.
That SOB. I'll never forgive him for what he did to Briggs. Luckily, there ain't much left of the street vultures after the bank heist. They're probably laying low. But now you mention it, I heard about a biker who had a crash near the riverbank just behind the mart. So, your best bet is to check out the scene of the accident, or maybe hit up a nearby mechanic to see if they know anything.
Is Briggs the only reason you're helping me? Has anyone seen the accident?
Any witnesses?
There's this crazy old bum who hangs out around there. He's nosy. Maybe he could help.
Thank you. You have given me all I need.
I know you're busy, but there's something that I need your help with.
I will not be involved in any illegal activity.
You work for the police.
That's very presumptuous.
That's half of what you do.
I just need help finding a VHS tape in the rental place across the street.
Dr. Mascu says, seems Sentai haven't had a game since Lupin vs. Pat on the Switch. It's just a puzzle type game.
Database or something in your head that'll make looking for it a breeze. So what do you say? Will you help me look for it?
Seems the most are going back through them, not counting the Game Rising arcade stuff. Yeah, I know about the Lupin Ranger versus Pat Ranger, that puzzle game. Besides that one, I can't think of any others.
If it helps you stay out of trouble, let us proceed.
Yeah, it'll solve all my problems. Let's go.
What are you looking for?
So there's this movie about a guy with a gun, and there's this bad guy who wants something. I'm pretty sure the title has some biblical reference in it.
You lack vital information on the subject.
Okay, I'll help. Oh wait, no, let me change my objectives. Be kind, rewind. Oh, okay, so I guess I'll help him. Do we get to go into the movie store? Will we find out what movies RoboCop likes to watch? Pokemon Rescue, there's a load of them going back. Not every series got one, but most did between Dynaman and Lupin versus Pat in some form.
Remember, the title has something to do with the Bible, saints, cosmos. Start by checking the thriller and drama sections.
Should we ask the owner?
Forget him. He has no idea about movies. He thinks that Salamanca deserved the Golden Piston for the Best Picture.
I heard that, and it did.
Alright. I'm curious. I guess maybe I should do a little more research to like what exact games were made for Sentai. There was
Garden of Earthly
There's
Delights.
been a couple of Power Rangers games,
great
but
movie. Very elegant. Panned by the critics, though. But the director is a badass. He personally showed up to one of those ceremonies to accept the award for the worst movie of the year.
We do not need to bow to outside pressure.
Easier said than done, my man.
diamonds are made under pressure. Like, why should you not give in to the pressure? It takes courage to resist the pressure. Okay.
It takes courage to not give in to the pressure.
Oh yeah, it does. But hey, if that director can resist it, then why the hell can't I, right? But let's get back to it, because that's not our tape.
Okay. Scanning. Trying to learn what movies are. I do not know of movies. I only watch gun shoot videos where people. I only watch gun testing videos on YouTube. What the heck's a YouTube? It's a future thing. You won't understand. And how do you have access to it? Robot brain. Well, my brain being connected to robot parts, I sometimes get visions of the future. That seems incredibly useful. Not really. No. Examine the tape. Okay.
Kind Shepherd?
Love that one. You know, that movie could have never happened. The director threw out the script after reading a couple of pages. Thankfully, his wife picked it out of the trash, and after reading it, she forced her husband to give it another look.
Everyone deserves a second chance.
Do we? I'm not so sure about that.
Alex Murphy got a second chance. This is always way back. Only a little life would think that.
There is nothing that you cannot come back from.
Spoken
Trust
like
me.
a true good shepherd. Anyway,
Trust me, I
don't
would
wanna
know.
spoil the mood, but that's not the tape we're looking for.
Nothing in thriller or drama.
Okay, how about you check in the sci-fi and action section? I'll have a look at horror.
Oh, not that many sci-fi movies left. Okay, what's this one?
Eve's Flower.
Beautiful depiction of violence in that one.
Do you think violence can be beautiful?
It's just shown with a different sensibility to what we're used to. Maybe because the guy's European.
Oh, that explains it.
You know how they are. It's different. It's cool, is all I'm saying.
Is that?
Recognizing beauty and
Wait, is that like about? Is that like them like taking a making
Doesn't pay
having
the
a little
bills,
ribbit
though.
Paul Verhoeven?
Then again, I don't have bills to pay anyway.
You know, movies. There's value in that.
You know movies, there is value in that.
Yep. There's nothing better than a good movie. But we're still missing our tape.
Pokemon Rescue says take him down for racism against Europeans. Okay, what's this one?
Celestial Decay.
Classic. Still waiting for a sequel. But the guy who did that one has never made a part 2 in his career. But he said that if he ever did, he'd do a sequel to that one. How do you feel about that? Sequels, remakes, comic book adaptations, etc.
When the book is closed, we cannot reopen it. Tenant gives hope that there is more?
They give hope that there is more.
Yeah. Plus, you get to meet the characters you liked again. That's why I don't hate them. Anyway, risking to sound like a broken record, that's not the tape we're looking for. Hey, I think I found it. I messed up the title a little. It's called Me, Sire, but here it is.
Oh. What the?
The tape we're looking for?
What?
Tape? What tape? You like movies? Do you want to shoot an action movie? I think I'll wait till it comes out on VHS. Lights, camera, action! I need a hand over here!
It's a good thing there's not a RoboCop. It's a good thing RoboCop's there. Oh, shoot! Pokemon excuses how I call out on things like sequels, remakes, re-sequels, and betweakles. That's great. It is a fun little thing of them, like, actually, like, making for, like, movie trends. Like, talking about movie trends. Pokemon excuses, how did they not see the giant armored man in the shop? Well, a lot of these guys aren't that smart. Yeah, these guys aren't really that smart, so... Also, apparently Soot's music is still... a big hit. Oh wait, okay, I guess I need to go this way. Yeah, as to how they didn't notice it, well, we've kind of established that there's a lot of people here, and there's a lot of people here that aren't that smart. Especially the ones waving the guns, or especially the everyone waving guns around. Okay, let's go. Yeah.
First,
There they are.
I hear a bunch of movie puns, and then everyone starts shooting. It all happened.
Okay.
Where is Pickles?
He ran out the back door.
Where will I find him?
I don't know. But homeless or not, you still have to give an address to get a membership card. Try the computer. Maybe you'll find something there.
Ooh. It's a good thing I keep finding OCP recovery charges everywhere. I wonder how they keep getting lost here. Oh wait, it's OCP. They always leave their shit around. Last rented tapes. His actual last name is Pickles? Last rented tapes, Sticky Pickles and Sweeties, Gone with the Sprint. The Banjo Strikes Back. Ah, so that's what happened to... Banjo never recovered after he and Kazooie ended their friendship. Okay, J Street 3S, 3C. Fucking Massachusetts, OCP versus Wayland Yutani. I don't want to see how that would go. I would say that they would both... So, like, in them trying to fight each other... I would say, like, in their fight with each other... Like, everyone at both companies would get destroyed. Like, I don't know what technology or, like, forces Wayland Yutani has besides those Marines that they have work for them. But basically, if I'm assuming that, like, yeah, I don't know if, like, Wayland Yutani has any, like, xenomorphs that they keep around that they could unleash. But if that is the case...
I don't care if OCP lost some money for once.
But assuming they do, yeah, just assuming that it's, like, Wayland Yutani's hired a bunch of, like, Marines, and then also had some Xenomorphs. They could throw some Xenomorphs stuck in a lab somewhere that would get released in the Carnage. Versus, because it's OCP, they would probably have some mercenaries or security or heavily armed security guards, and would also call in RoboCop and the Ed 209s. Pokemon Rescue says Colonial Marines are technically independent, just Weyland-Yutani being the biggest company can boss them about more than the other companies. Yeah, in that case, I would assume it's like, okay, Weyland-Yutani and OCP would both call in, like, the police, or like, okay, OCP would call in, like, the police and, like, their security guards. Weyland-Yutani would call in, like, the Colonial Marines to fight for them. And in that regards, I think the Marines would have an advantage because, like, they've got sci-fi guns, like flamethrowers, and like pulse rifles. But then at some point in the and that's like normal soldiers. However, OCP does have like the Ed 209s, which they would absolutely call into battle, which I think would decimate the Marines. And OCP would also call in RoboCop because they would absolutely call in RoboCop to fight with them. Yeah, they would absolutely call in RoboCop to fight for them. At which point that would kind of like RoboCop would beat some Colonial Marines. And again, this is going from someone who's really hasn't seen any of the Alien movies, and has seen RoboCop 1 and 2, but I'm pretty sure RoboCop would beat some of the Colonial Marines. But I'm also absolutely certain that, like, Weyland-Yutani has a couple Xenomorphs hidden in a lab somewhere that would get released during the fighting. And I think that RoboCop could beat the Xenomorphs. Like, I think the RoboCop and the Ed 209s could beat the Xenomorphs. However, I think if there's, like, an alien queen there, then she might be able to, like, kill RoboCop or the Ed 209s. Hello, how's it going? Pokemon Rescue says, though both companies have a lot of dark things they don't want out public, so certain groups they won't want to use. Well, if it's like an attack on, if it's like one of the group is attack, if like the two groups are fighting, then they absolutely would like. See, that would be the smart thing to do. Is like, oh, we don't want these things getting out, so let's not use them and like just find a way to sneak away from this. However, it's OCP and Weyland-Yutani. They're the leaders of evil. Their heads of these evil corporations are not smart, so they absolutely would send out the big monsters and awful things. Pokemon Rescue says, RoboCop may be able to kill Xenomorphs, but would he survive the acid after killing one or a few of them? I'm not sure. I'd have to, like, see how strong the acid that Xenomorphs have. Okay, this is the area that I need to check in.
You're all right.
Hello.
Talk.
I overheard some torchheads saying that they were running away from the cops and went through that video store. They had a wad of drug money on them and didn't want the cops taking it, so they hid it in one of the VHS cases. I misheard the title, so I needed help.
Pokemon Rescue says, that's the thing I wonder, because while he would initially be the last one standing, would their acid just end it with nothing left? I feel at some point from the sheer battle happen. Well, let's just get full fan fiction about this. I feel at some point like all the carnage would cause like a predator just to like see what's happening and go, like, well, I gotta check this out. And he just like he would either join in the fighting or he'd just sit back and watch and wait and go like, dang, I gotta go fight that RoboCop guy. But that would be a third party because the predator wouldn't work for either of them. You have bigger problems than that. Pokemon Master uses Predator, wait and see who wins. Makes the best
You
run.
need much more help than that.
We all got problems. I fucked up, I know. And I get that you're on a mission to save my life or something. With all that great advice of yours, It takes courage. Sorry to disappoint you, Dad. But I'm lacking in that department. There's just one thing that I need right now.
Which is?
All I need right now is a fix. So, let me keep the money. You won't hear me asking about anything else.
Are you asking a police officer to leave you with money from nuke distribution?
I know you're a police officer first, but can't you be a friend this one fucking time?
See, I am doing this as a friend. Take the money away. Spend it wisely. Yeah, we're gonna take the money.
I am not doing this as a police officer. I am doing it as a friend. Hand over the case.
You can't do this to me, man.
I just did.
Fuck you, Tin Man. I earn that money fair and square.
Oh, right, really? So now that I do something you don't like, suddenly we go with the Tin Man arguments. I see how it is. I was going to ask you to join me in my movie. I was just going to ask you to join me so we can start a movie reviewing podcast together. Pickles and Murphy. It would have been great. We would have gotten so many followers on Spotify. See, you'll regret this. You will regret this choice. Hear me. If I can ask you, so the last thing, as you mentioned, if a Xeno Queen is on hand, because then if OCP doesn't know how they work, then if the Queens get a Xeno capable of becoming Queen out of the way, then the whole thing will just repeat. Or rather, the Xenos just start taking out everyone. I don't know if RoboCop could beat a Xenomorph Queen. I do. Okay, something to keep. Something I should mention. The Ed 209s have a nasty habit of malfunctioning, so I think at some point, like if someone could exploit that, if someone on the Wayland Yutani side could exploit that, then the Ed 209s could start like fighting, could start just like hurting everyone. And as far as like Xenomorph Queen versus like Ed 209 or RoboCop, I don't know if RoboCop's strong enough to fight a Xenomorph Queen. I don't really know how strong they are. I think because of how not very maneuverable they are, I think Xenomorph Queen might be able to beat an Ed 209. Let's see how Ben's doing. Like my excuse is chest bursters are able to use synthetic exosuits. That's happened a few times over the stuff.
Best cop in the hood is back. How can I be of service?
I am here in regards to a fugitive.
Oh, damn. What is wrong with this thing? I need to get that car down, or God knows what might happen. Can you help me out with this? It's new and I don't know where I put the manual.
Stand back.
Go on then. Let's see how it's done.
Okay, RoboCop, don't break it. I know you're gonna try to break it, because you try to break everything, but don't break it. Don't break it, dude.
I thought you knew how to bring that car down. Can't be that hard. It doesn't start. Pop the hood. So, do you know what the problem is?
Well, I guess he's gonna go from movie podcast host to car mechanic. Wait, is there? Oh, fair.
I detected an electric current inside the cooling tank. I recommend grounding it to fix the problem, but I am sure that you knew about that already.
What? I mean, I would never miss such a thing.
Spark plugs are not the main culprit. There is no power.
Okay, right, let's look in here. Anything else? Okay, my excuse. That's even if they get to a queen. There's all sorts of xenomorph reasons can be created. There's the iconic ones, drones from warriors, runners, that things like spitters, hive guards, etc. And this is what they can make from human types. So what's used to the host can influence how they evolve as they grow.
Battery is fine, stable, above 12 volts.
That's one thing checked off then. I'm guessing it's an easy fix.
Oh wait, do I still need to do something here?
It started. We're on the money. Well done, RoboCop. You are one serious Swiss Army man.
I am best at catching criminals. I should get back to it.
You said earlier you were looking for someone.
A biker. Have you repaired any motorcycles recently?
As a matter of fact, I did. This big, chunky guy showed up. Bald head, big ears, and spiky beard. Wasn't really warm and cuddly, but he paid cash in advance. So why would I refuse?
Do you know the whereabouts of this individual?
I don't, but he asked me if I do paint jobs too. Then showed me a ripped-out page that had a tattoo design on it. He asked me to spray a mean-looking bird onto his gas tank.
Tell me about the tattoo design.
Why do you think the design was intended for a tattoo?
The page he handed me had other graphics, which were clearly tattoo designs. And, as far as I remember, it had the address of a tattoo parlor that's close by printed on the bottom of the page.
Okay, you said
what
abstract
was the design you sprayed onto his motorcycle?
It was some sort of bird, but I don't know what it's called. I'm not a botanist. But it had a bald head.
Okay, then.
Thank you for the information. Proceeding to the tattoo parlor.
Okay. I guess let's go find him. Well, by slowly walking over there. Yeah, whenever I do get a job and like settle into there and have hopefully moved out of here, I'll get back to this game as soon as I can. It's just I hate to cut down the streams and I hate to like pause some of the playthroughs I'm doing. It's just I mean I don't have to tell y'all. I've been whining about it constantly, so I don't have to tell y'all that. I need to find something. Fucking Master Cube says, if, and I mean a big if, OCP could station enough firepower in one spot to the open, they could withstand a Xenon slot, wait them out to kill all the Weyland Utani stuff, and then push forward slowly as heavy ordnance and flames they could win in the medium turn. One thing I hadn't considered is that I think there is like some sort of like Alien versus Predator like RTS game. Yeah, I think there is some like sort of Alien versus Predator RTS game, which if that's the case, that probably means that Weyland Yutani does have access, because they have like access to Colonial Marines. The Colonial Marines probably have some heavier firepower, like some artillery or vehicles. Because I'd assume that the Colonial Marines would be like a major faction in that game. This is kind of an interesting debate. Although it's always fun to see. This is kind of an interesting debate, but Pokemon Rescues, the Colonial Marines have nukes. Ah. Okay, yeah, if they could set one of those off, then I think they would win. Okay, sorry, I didn't know that. But yeah, if they got one of those, then I think they would win, if they could just find a way to set that off. They are basically the U.S. military, so... In a weird way, okay, so this is a little interesting. In a weird, there's two things that are making me really want to return to streaming Street Fighter 6 as soon as I can. One is that, well, Frosty Faustings was this weekend, which is like a fighting game tournament, which is like a fighting game, yeah, it's like a it's like a why am I blanking on it? It's a fighting game tournament for a lot of different fighting games. And I've been watching like their streams over the weekend, and it's been a lot of fun. And anytime Street Fighter 6 is one of those games where anytime I see someone playing it or hear them talking about it, I think, dang, I want to get back to playing more Street Fighter. But also another interesting thing is like, okay, another thing that's making me want to turn is I actually kind of miss the city from World Tour. This running because I'm walking around this city as RoboCop. Like, this is fine. This is not bad. I do kind of like this whole like RoboCop patrols the city thing. But playing through it is kind of making me miss that, like, that whole city you'd walk through, like
Full
walking around
metal
Metro
armor
City.
And you still want piercings. Hey, respect.
Although I did boot up Street Fighter 6 to like before my birthday. I booted up Street Fighter 6 to try it out, to see like how it could how to see if the internet I'm using could handle that game going online. And one other thing, I found something that made me both happy and sad. They like the store, the character creator store that like has for the online lobby that has like items you could get for your characters creators, had like a set of light armor that looked very tokusatsu-ish, and I was thinking, dang, I would love to get these for my the created character I had, but I couldn't because they would have cost a lot of money. I also want to get like some of the new characters that have unlocked, some of the new characters that have appeared in the game, like Sea Viper and Sagat, and and also some of the new costumes, like of course I won't sugarcoat it. I really would like that Chun-Li and Cammy swimsuit that they released in Street Fighter 6. Pokemon
I am not here for that.
A tattoo, then. It'll really bring out that jawline.
Yeah, let's get some sweet decals on RoboCop. Pokemon Cube says, I've quoted a line from Aliens a few times to you in the past. Nuke it from orbit is the only way to be certain. Oh, okay. Pokemon Cube says, that is how the Colonial Marines deal with infestations that become protocol post-events of that film. Much to any of the company's happiness, as they haven't really encountered them before that film and learn very fast how unstoppable they are. Interesting. How would I bring out your jawline? No.
My body wears enough scars.
Believe me, you can never have enough of these puppies. Anyway, if you're not here for inking, what do you want?
A biker called Spike. I heard he was your customer.
I don't serve no bikers. Don't know who told you that, but it's a load of bull.
Are you denying making tattoos for the street vultures?
You've got no proof, cop. Now stay off my case. I need to get back to my work.
Okay. Well, looks like he didn't do anything. Actually, I said specifically I'd really like the Chun-Li and Cammy swimsuit, but honestly, if I have the money, I'd like to get like all the swimsuit outfits, because they were just all like, they're all really good swimsuits. They're all really good swimsuit designs for all those characters, but especially the Chun-Li and Cammy ones. Relevant to the case. Pokemon Cube says, so if a very well-equipped military force's first course of action upon learning a Xeno infestation is about to nuking it, it says everything, least after getting any survivors they can out of the evidence of wrongdoings, etc. Biker goggles and motorcycle keys.
I found evidence of your connections to the biker gang.
I'm not telling you nothing, cop.
Spike and what is left of the street vultures are going down. It is your choice if you want to join them.
Ah, fuck. I told him not to come in here when he was so hot. He brought this on himself.
Where is he?
Wow, that was
he's got
easy.
a place nearby somewhere, but I don't know where exactly.
I am afraid this information is too vague.
His motorcycle must be parked outside. It's some sort of chopper. I don't know. You can check the plate number on that photo.
Wise choice for a scum artist.
Oh, I can't concentrate with all those reflections bouncing off your armor.
Oh. Why did I not look here before? I guess I should have noticed that. Alright.
Hey, RoboCop. Mr. Mills would like to have a word. He's
Who?
waiting in the car.
Who?
Come on, come on.
Wait, you want RoboCop to enter the limousine?
It is an honor to finally meet the hero of the city in person. It's a shame that our basketball team can't fill us with similar pride. Yeah, just lost to Atlanta.
Okay.
Some say it's because of a lack of team players.
Fucking my excuse as well. If you didn't know,
Do
it
you
was
think
his
it's that
bike.
important?
True.
Being
True.
a team player?
I know. I do not know what sports. Depends on the team. So he says, wahoo, I have chicken Alfredo now. Congrats.
Not every team is worth joining.
You have a very multifaceted outlook. Impressive. As for me, I have always valued team play. That was the way things were when my parents worked for the city. My grandfather used to tell me that this neighborhood was a great place for an evening stroll. Now it's different. Kuzak allows the city to be
Welcome
taken
back,
over by
Sleepless. You just
criminals.
missed out us.
He can't stop it
Unfortunately,
because he's
we
not
missed the
a
opportunity to give RoboCop
He
some
fails
sweet,
to
some sweet
realize
decals.
that OCP has given this city its most precious treasure. You. I want to work with you and OCP to improve this city. I want to take care of your interests. It's about time someone did. But to make it a reality, we would need your support. So, what do you think about getting involved in politics?
Also, if you're just tuning in, unfortunately, RoboCop had a falling out with one of his friends, which is a bit sad. With one of his friends, which is a bit sad because they were going to form a nice movie reviewing podcast together. No, I stay away from it.
I stay far away from politics.
However, politics does not stay away from you, does it?
As
You
noticed
are
by
the
you
symbol of
approaching
this
me,
city.
yes.
Everything you do, everything you say has a political impact. No matter if you talk privately or publicly. You should choose what you want to represent. Incompetence and unaccountability, or partnership and determination. Only one of these paths leads Detroit to its former glory. You say you wouldn't join every team. So, let's create a team that you would want to be a part of. We have a common goal. Together, it will be easier to achieve it. Now, you'll have to forgive me. We're already late for another meeting. Now think about what we've discussed. About what we can do for this city. Together, as a team. I count on your support.
Anyway. Let's see. Body piercing. No complaint. No tattoo removal. No refunds. Okay, let's go around here.
Is this the right button? Can it hear me?
Oh, dang it.
He can hear you.
Hey, Silverboy. The tracker says you were near the apartment of that domestic terrorist we talked about. Your memory is probably glitchy, so I figured I'd send you a friendly reminder.
Can I not
Check the
do
place
this?
out. How do you guys end these? Over and out?
There's no need.
Over and out.
Okay, domestic terrorist claims... I guess I'll go. I guess I'll go handle it. Let's see what's going on.
We should vote Kuzak. The Mills guy's just another suit. He knows nothing about ordinary people.
Okay, let's go... I guess we'll go in here. See what Becker wants. Alright. So yeah, just to... For those just coming in, just a recap of like how the stream schedule is going to change starting next week. I'm going to only do 3 streams now instead of 4 a week. And it's going to be Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And that's just because I keep having... That's because I need to do less streams in order to spend even more time, like, applying for jobs. And also so I can start doing some... And also, like, to use some of this time to prepare for some of the special streams that I need to prepare for. And how it's going to work is because the Bloodborne Emergency Donathon is going on...
Go back to your room, sweetheart. It's just someone on the staircase.
Because there's the Yeah, Bloodborne Emergency Donathon is going to be Tuesday and Thursday because that's kind of the main thing I'm doing right now. And then Sunday will, like, it'll depend on what I feel like doing. Sunday will be, like, basically I play something that I know I'm going to have fun with. It'll probably start, like, I'll probably, starting next week, return to, like, God Hand on Sundays. And the reason it's not on Saturdays is because I keep having family obligations or things happen that cause me to push the Saturday streams to Sunday. So I'm just going to go ahead and, while I'm still staying with my parents, just move the Saturday streams to Sunday afternoon, just so that hopefully stops happening. What's going on? Cardboard box with documents irrelevant to the case. Okay. Electronic components, nothing suspicious. But yeah, after I beat God Hand, if I'm still at this stream schedule, because again, this stream schedule is going to heavily depend on like when I could get hired. But if I'm still doing this stream schedule, then then after God Hand, there's like a bunch of other games I know that I really want to return to. Like I'd love to play some more Street Fighter 6 on the stream. I've mentioned before that I'd really love to like play some Guilty Gear Strive or Tekken 8 and like actually try a bit of those games because I've only played a little bit of each of them. And especially with like the new DLC characters releasing for especially for the new DLC characters releasing for the next season of DLC for Tekken 8 was just announced. I'm really interested, and even though I won't be able to buy it, I am curious to like at least try out the game and get to learn some Tekken. If I'm gonna be, hilariously enough, well, basically, if I want to be a true Kamen Rider fan, I need to learn Tekken, because there is a big link between the Tekken series and definitely one Kamen Rider. Like, Tekken is intrinsic to his backstory, and I keep bringing it up because it's just hilarious that is an actual factual statement there. But maybe even a couple others. Although really, between Cammy and Street Fighter being, like, heavily inspired by Kamen Rider, and Tekken, like, being a Tekken pro player being the backstory for an actual Kamen Rider, really, fighting games Japanese developed fighting games are just inextricably linked with Kamen Rider. Even though there have been some Kamen Rider fighting games, but they never really, like, gotten, like, they've mainly been, like, games that have appealed to, like, big Kamen Rider fans. Not really any games that, like, people who aren't interested in Kamen Rider would want to play. A secret entrance. Gasp. Slim says, yo, the Winter Olympics start this week. Oh, really? Storage unit number 7, City State, Detroit, Michigan. Rental period 3 months. Total with tax $210. Oh, well, hold on. Before we answer that phone, let's allocate this skill point. And let me check this new board I got. Okay. Let me actually, reset this, and then I'll try out this new board. Magazine capacity, weapon damage, weapon spread. Okay, weapon damage. I should have one of these. Yeah, let me put this here. Weapon spread. Okay, let's put that there. Like goes there. And are there any particular sports for the Winter Olympics you're excited for, Sleepless? Okay, let's put Yeah, that one goes there. I guess let me put this here. Put that there. More gore. Increases the volume of gore visual effects. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have equipped that one. Increases damage dealt. No critical hits. Laser focus reduces spread, improving accuracy. Continuously fire rounds when the trigger is pulled. I might actually... Well, I guess I'll keep that for right now. Pokemon Rescue says, give me a few more weeks when the Superior event starts in the Winter Paralympics. Okay, let me equip this here. And I guess equip that here. Okay, that's full auto mode. Next, I'll equip... Oh. That's going to increase massive damage, but it's going to reduce penalty. Armor piercing weapon damage. Let me try putting... No, that's not a good idea to put that one there. Do I have another one that I could put here? Oh, I've got this one. But... Oh, wait, no. No. I guess let me set... this one here? Or maybe this one. Weapon spread plus 11. Armor piercing minus 3%. Okay, well that's a bit worrisome. I guess... I guess let me put this one here. Oh, jeez. Okay, that's... No, that's not a good idea, because that'll just... That decreases everything. Okay, do I want this effect then? Laser focus reduces speed, improving accuracy. No, I'll take that off, and let me just add this one here. And let me add... No, I'll switch that one around. And let me add this one here. There. That'll have to work. More gore. Well, I don't really want more gore, so let's just... There. Okay. Now let's pick up the phone. Sorry, I had to upgrade my gun.
So OCP is ordering you to break into the apartment of a reporter they don't like? Any comment before I write a story on that?
I am here to investigate domestic terrorism.
OCP sent you to my safe house because they want to know what I have on them after the bank incident.
I assume there is more if you cannot store everything here. I found a rental bill for a locker in a storage facility.
Make up your mind. First you let me go at the bank, and now, when I'm actually starting to figure out what the OCP scam is all about, you show up and ruin this. Do you want to help OCP avoid liability?
Illegally obtained... police will catch the culprit. Illegally obtained evidence is invalid.
Your evidence is invalid if you obtained it illegally.
Sleep says, fair enough, Q, but I just like knowing it's on. Maybe I'll be able to keep it on at work sometimes.
OCP there. It turns out I was right. That thing that OCP plans to do with charging residents of Old Detroit with additional costs, it is a loophole. It will lead to the illegal expulsion of thousands of people if you help OCP silence me.
Explain.
Not so fast. I need to be able to trust you first. At the bank, you proved that you are more than just a tool programmed to obey
what do you mean that OCP is evil?
Now,
How?
The stakes are higher.
What is it that you expect?
Since you're here, I fully expect someone from OCP to go and check my locker. I need to protect what's inside, but there's a meeting I need to keep an eye on. Too much depends on it.
I will not be involved in the smuggling of contraband.
There's nothing illegal about my request. I need only one box from there. The one with the inscription "Bakery" on the
Pokemon Master says, all I say is if you haven't seen Para Ice Hockey, well, you need to, and then wonder how they don't lose more
I
limbs.
need to spring clean my out-of-date documents anyway. Call me once you secure the box.
Okay, sure. Nah, let's not get that. I don't want OCP to find. I don't want OCP to find more for documents. Huh? Was this like green meat? Was this like green smoke? Oh, this gas like always here, or is that like a? I feel like it wasn't. Are they just trying? Did they just decide to like gas her apartment? Unless that was there before and I just missed it. Ooh. I guess let me hope. Yeah, I guess let me find what she was asking about. Okay, we need to go around here. Oh, I was mentioning like games I'd like to try. So they're not games that I'd like to play on Sunday that I could have, that I'd have a bit of fun with. It's not all fighting games. Like there is like there's actually like a farming sim I would like to try on. I'll play a little bit of on stream called Fields of Mystria because it is like basically Stardew Valley but with a more it's a Stardew Valley with like a bit more 90s anime style to it. So I'm really interested in it. And I actually got the early access of it some time ago, but I haven't gotten to play much of it. But there is also something I'd like to check out, which I think if I like this doing Sunday streams where I just play whatever interests me. Something that I could use for this is like fan fighting games, because I found out recently, like while preparing for the Capcom Fighters Marathon from Hell, I found out that there is.
To take a bus. Freaking OCP
I found out that there's like tons of like fan-made fighting games that are like being made or worked on right now, and a lot of them look like really fun. Like it was recent, like someone's working on like a fan game, like a fan-made fighting game for Helltaker, which is a free puzzle game, but someone's making like a fighting fan game for it.
Man, it's RoboCop. So what? We're just sitting here enjoying the moment. Nothing suspicious. Right, officer?
Shouldn't we give the fellas the signal?
We should just shut up and smile like the exemplary citizens that we are.
Yes, you should do that. I see nothing suspicious here. Ah, well. Hello there, citizens.
Lost,
How's it going?
I can show you the exit if you want.
Oh wait, what's going on?
Trouble with the lock.
Seems that I forgot the key, but,
You will tell your story at the station.
Are you sure you have enough seats in your car to take us all?
What is with you guys? What is with you guys really thinking you could just, like, you seeing this guy and thinking you should try and kill him?
If you do not come quietly, I will not need any.
You think it could take us?
Yes. What? Come on, Big Shot. You really think you can take us? The bullet just bounces off of him. Yes. Pokemon Master, they must pay well and offer good benefits. I guess so. I guess maybe the criminal gangs just really pay well. Like, I know they're not supposed to be smart, that's the whole point, but it really is a little funny. It really is a little funny how a lot of these thugs are like, see this guy just like headshot with a guy, are like, yeah, I can take him. Pokemon Rescue's a Vault Tech called. They want their Pip-Boy and Vats back. Actually, playing this game is kind of making me want to play some Fallout. However, that's probably not anything to do with this game. I'm just like, similar to how I'm always in a state of wanting to play Street Fighter 6, I am also always in a state of wanting to play Fallout. Like, if it wasn't for that boycott against Microsoft-owned games that I have right now, I would absolutely, if it wasn't for that boycott I had, and if I had the time, I would absolutely like do a fully play through Fallout 3, New Vegas, and 4 on stream. But even though that would take like a long time. Ooh. Oh wait, well we don't have a cat. Never mind. OCP related? Okay. How could you? Okay, no, what? Who cares? He's really good at scanning. That's how he figured out that those documents were OCP related, even though they were a bunch of papers inside a box. He's just that good. Yeah, he's just that good at scanning. Pokemon Rescue said, them still trying makes me think of the moment in Space Marine 2 where you slaughter your way through a ton of big and nasty things. The one Chaos Cultist still wants to try shooting the Space Marine that went through all that unscathed. Honestly, with the Chaos Cultists, I can kind of understand it a little bit more, because the Chaos Cultist probably thinks that if they die fighting for their Chaos God, that they will just go to the warp, their mind will just go to the warp, and then they'll get to like evolve into a demon. Or like, yeah, mutate into a demon. And party it up in the warp for all eternity. Oh gosh. I'm guessing that's Becker trying to call him.
Well, well, well. Looks like Mr. Becker was right. You're up to something behind his back. These things are supposed to go to Mr. Becker, I reckon.
The box stays with me.
What will interest Becker is in locker number 17. The contents of this box are none of OCP's concern.
I'll have to tell Mr. Becker that you have not given us all the material.
I assure you that it will end up worse for you than for me.
Yeah, we're gonna help out Samantha. Absolutely gonna take it. It seems to be only in little ways I can fight back against OCP, but I'll still try to fight back against them. All right, we need to call. Unfortunately, RoboCop does not have a phone installed onto him. Actually, he might. Everyone else is able to call. Everyone else is able to radio. No, everyone else is able to radio him. So he has like a radio built into him, but not a phone.
So I'm guessing you have my stuff. Did OCP arrive at the party?
They tracked my location.
Because they trust you so much. Speaking of which, the box. What if I lied about it? Did you ever think of that? There may be a bomb inside, or the head of my sworn enemy. Do you want to know what's inside?
Nah.
No. The sound of your voice does not indicate that you are lying.
Pokemon Rescue says, fun thing, an orc war boss went into the warp just to have a fight against corn demons. And he impressed Cork so much he resurrects him in an arena and sends those he wants to punish to fight him. And the orc isn't worshipping corn, he just provides that much entertainment.
When you become too tough to hit directly, the scum will try to get to you through your loved ones.
I understand.
So we have even more in common. Once OCP takes care of my old documents, I'll have the space to deal with the Delta City issue and help the people of Old Detroit. You've helped them already, though. Thank you. Ronnie's Grocery. Leave the box there.
Okay. Okay, Pokemon. Yeah, going back. Okay, Pokemon Cube. Going back to what you were saying to like the orc isn't worshiping Gordon. He just provides that much entertainment. I've seen people like draw art or like make mention of like what would happen if Doom Guy were in Warhammer 40k, and I feel like if a similar thing would happen. Doom Guy hates demons so much he absolutely would just like he sees the demons of 40k of chaos, and they're the most demon-y demons that have ever demoned. So he just instantly starts fighting them. And he'll absolutely at some point will find his way inside the war.
It's
inside the warp.
$23.50.
But then Corn will see this guy just like slaughtering his way through all of his demons. I'm just like, oh, this guy's great. This guy's great. Put her there, champ. And then Doom Guy will stab his hand, and you're like, oh, that's my guy. And then Doom Guy, he would absolutely set Doom Guy up like an arena to fight demons for all eternity.
I have Samantha's belongings.
Yes, I'm glad you're helping her. Without that girl, OCP would put us all on the street. Still might. They did a number on a lot of families, hers included. Samantha's mother took it worst. But that's not a story for me to tell. Anyway, leave the box in the back, next to the cat food. She's supposed to pick up everything tomorrow.
Alright, yeah, let me just set it back there. Ooh, Fruity Loops, now even sweeter. And it's got free stickers inside. Frozen parties. Alright. Okay, let's... No, we're not going to examine it. Only 150. It's impossible you just won. Doritos. Round tortilla chips. Okay, now let's go searching for that motorcycle. Now that I've done all the side quests, let's go searching for that motorcycle. I actually am a little... I wasn't sure, but I am a little glad now that I've done that, that I did that quest about the quest Becker wanted to be, just so that I could use as a way to stick it to him. I can use this too. Successful punch connect reloads all carried weapons. Yeah, I feel like I should increase armor. Pokemon says, well, so long as they keep Calidor Drago away from him. Because if he finds out there's someone who just wants to slaughter all demons of the warp, he'll set him free to do so. Drago, by the way, is a Grey Knight, so a Space Marine who gets psychic energy that is toxic to chaos. Ah. And Drago is wondering about in the warp just killing any demon he finds is because he's doing it in the warp, they are permadead. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I did know about that if you kill a demon in the warp, they are just dead. Which I think is a really cool idea. There's like, that's something that both Dungeons & Dragons and Warhammer 40k do, that if you kill a demon in the mortal realm, they just go back to hell. But if you, like, demons and devils, but if you kill them in, like, their actual native plane, it does kill them permanently. I think that's such a cool idea, because it's, like, on the one, because, like, it actually, like, makes it interesting, like, a character choosing to visit, like, these realms where the monsters are at their most powerful is, like, there actually is, like, a benefit to doing so, because on the one hand, yeah, you're at the point where, like, these demon lords and devils are the most powerful. However, if you somehow do manage to kill demons, they dead. They are gone. And, like, if characters like Doom Guy, if you're a character like Doom Guy, or this Drago fellow, who gets really good at killing demons, then the demons are going to start being really afraid of you. Which can be really interesting. Pokemascue says, well, there's a reason for the heavy D&D influence on Warhammer as a whole. I mean, I'm guessing it's because it was inspired by Dungeons & Dragons, which is not that surprising. Like, a lot of high fantasy stuff takes inspiration, at least in some part, from Dungeons & Dragons. I mean, heck, the first Final Fantasy was basically... I mean, we talked about this when I played the first Final Fantasy game. It basically is just like a Final Fantasy, like a Dungeons and Dragons fan game. But made as an official Japanese turn-based RPG for the NES. Oh, okay, we gotta go in here. Hello? Pizza delivery. As long as it's not that one awful song that Suit made that keeps playing on every radio I hear. Pokemon Master says Games Workshop Star is the company that made official supplements and Maul for D&D or the official importer to the core stuff the UK. Oh, okay. Gosh dang it. Damn it. I'm so tired of this song.
Still no joy with the broadcast! Be quiet, moron! Get working in no time, Mr. Redwood. Yes! Don't screw it up.
He's using you, just like he used us. He hired us, but he failed to deliver.
Talk about a sore loser. You had your chance and you blew it. Now it's the Torchhead's turn. Deal with it, biker bitch!
Pokemon Master Cube says...
Shit! We've got company!
Mind if I join the party?
You weren't invited! Let's crush this tin can!
Okay. Pokemon Master Cube says, some of the people behind Games Workshop want to try and make their own things, which first brought up Warhammer Fantasy and then one more game. Huh, that is interesting. Okay, where's that radio? I need to break it. He's turned off his fist. Dang it, I can't punch it.
You saw it yourself. He needed us to extract brains from corpses.
Why brains?
He would never say. Mendel keeps his cards close to his chest.
Well, RoboCop. Well. Pokemon Master Cube and eventually attribute to how influential J.R. Tolkien was in the fantasy stuff. They went and got LRTR right last in the early 2000s.
Heavy blood loss.
I did know about that, like they had their own Lord of the Rings like tabletop game. Okay. Transmission equipment detected. Okay. Pokemon Master Cube says, but enough history lesson. I need bed now. Night. Night, Pokemon Master Cube. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a good week. Computer scan required. Okay. Well, I guess it could try to use it. I wonder... RoboCop must have a difficult time using a computer, considering they his big fingers. Old Maul. Okay.
Operator, Wendell's trail leads to the outskirts west of town, continuing pursuit.
Okay, come on, Spike. I think the developers of this actually, if I remember correctly, the developers who made this game are now working on like another Terminator game, which I believe is like an open world game. Which I don't know how they're gonna make like an open world, Terminator game. But from what I've heard, Terminator Resistance was pretty good. I probably won't play that game just because I've never seen any Terminator movies, and nothing against the series, I've just never thought about watching any of the Terminator movies. Find Wendell Antonowski. Okay, I guess let's keep searching. Oh, wait, no. Goes from the past. Okay, we got a new objective. Where do we go? Around here? So yeah, I'll be back on, as far as streams go, I'll be back on Tuesday with more Bloodborne Emergency Donathon. Then back on Thursday with more Bloodborne Emergency Donathon. And then Sunday I'll be returning to God Hand. Because, yeah, Sundays are going to, instead of Saturdays, I'm now going to be streaming on Sundays. And Sundays, I'm basically going to be playing, like, whatever I want to play that I know I'm going to have a lot of fun with. Just so that no matter how the Bloodborne stream goes, because how much I enjoy the Bloodborne stream really heavily depends on, like, how the, like, I do have a lot of fun talking with people who come to watch during the Bloodborne streams. Like, that is actually, like, y'all actually, talking with y'all in the chat has actually been has been easily the best part of all the Bloodborne streams. But my actual enjoyment of the game itself fluctuates heavily. So, me streaming a game like God Hand, or like some of these other games I mentioned, that'll ensure that there's, like, no matter what happens with Bloodborne, there'll be definitely one stream that I have a lot of fun. In during the week, and with everything that's happening to me, I need that right now. I will get back to Final Fantasy 2 and RoboCop, but just with everything that's going on in my life right now, I really need like one stream a week where I'm just playing something really that I know I'm gonna have a lot of fun playing. The old mall. Old mall, like, abandoned malls are always kind of creepy. Similar thing of, like, old, like, abandoned hospitals or, like, abandoned schools. It's like, they're places that are designed to, like, for people to be there, so it's always weird to see them just, like, completely empty. Ooh. Brubaker and Hall, established 1966 wedding collection. Spark ring. One spark can save your life. New colors, same lethality. Oh, it's a self-defense ring, okay.
First they can't even connect a few fucking cables, and now they don't even answer.
Oh, so this is where Samantha's at. Be quiet. Thunk, thunk.
He's waiting for
I said quiet. This is as quiet as I can be.
He's planning to do some psycho presentation.
And who is the bigwig?
That's what I want to find out.
Mr. W, we still have no contact with the funhouse.
I'm on the phone. We're ready. I understand, but please tell him that this is not a meeting that can be postponed. I see.
So, they ain't coming, right? Fucking suits!
Keep your anger to yourself, or I'll share mine with you.
Who's there? Show yourself!
You'd better not.
As you wish, creep. You are under arrest. Come quietly.
Do you really believe that's what's gonna happen? Take care of him, boys. I'll meet you on the roof.
What's up, metal freak? Forget where you left your car?
You better go, Miss Ortiz. It seems there will be trouble.
Ah, he said the line. Hey, you don't really need to smoke him out. He's like right here. No, wait. better. Okay, we got a little over an hour left in the stream. So. Okay, there. Alright, there.
Embrace the embers!
Okay. So it seems like Wendell has a running problem where he can't keep all these people he hires in check. If this actually is a running thing where like
Hey, you metal fuck! Wanna go first, kid?
Ow.
We total RoboCop!
Oh jeez. Dang, he just kind of stood there and let that hit him. They didn't even like
Alex?
they didn't even like
Is that
hit him into
you?
anything. He just stood there and let that hit him.
Come to us. Yeah, Dad, we're waiting for you.
Ooh, this is really creepy and interesting. I do like these sections where they like kind of change the environment around to like kind of mess with to show like what's happening with RoboCop's psyche. Really cool. Ugh. I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I liked it better when there were people shooting at me. Yeah, it seems to be a running thing that Wendell has a difficult time keeping track of the people who are all the thugs he hires, or like keeping control of the thugs he hires.
Dad? Are you coming?
All right, what's waiting for me back here? Oh, another hallway.
Dad? Dad, are you here? I'm scared. Come find me, please. Why won't you come for me, Dad? Don't leave me, please.
Oh, wait.
Don't leave me alone.
Unfortunately, he can only move so fast. Oh, never mind.
Dad?
Okay, not that way, I'm guessing. Okay, it's gotta be this way. Wait, what was that thud? Those things aren't shooting at him. Are those Oh gosh, we have a mannequin section? Is this about to go like full horror game? Ooh, this kind of looks like we're going full horror game. That's cool. How dare you? Answer. All right, where did they go? Tell me.
Special offers at Juneberry Mall. Now a free gift for engaged couple.
Where did they go?
Goldfinch
Tell me
Jewelry
now.
has a discount on wedding rings. Choose something special. It's a symbol of your love and something for her to remember you by after you decided to get yourself killed and leave your family all alone, Alex Murphy. Don't hesitate.
Hey, now that's becomes a bit deep.
Of our offers.
I remember like the scenes in the movie where they had like Murphy remembering his past life, where they had like RoboCop remembering his past life being a little bit brief, but I'm glad that they actually decided to like include more of them here and kind of and like up the creepiness factor. Hopefully this is not condemned criminal origins, and these mannequins don't just start walking towards me and attacking me. Where are they? Where'd they go? guess let me just go up here. Oh. Maybe that was the wrong answer.
Over here, Murphy.
Wait. No? Okay. I guess just go through here.
Dad? Is that you? You look different. You're scaring me. I don't like how scary you are now.
It's not your dad, kid. It's not even a police officer. I don't know what it is anymore.
Okay. I'm sorry for laughing during this very serious section, but it's just really funny that they can't, like, with... It's really funny that they could show RoboCop blowing a guy's head off with a gun, with like shooting a guy's head off with a gunshot, but they can't include the phrase "fuck you," and they have to include this version. They have to include this instead. Like, I'm not saying it's a censorship thing. I understand, like, okay, RoboCop shooting people in the head is a core thing of being RoboCop, but it's also just a funny thing that's like, okay, listen, we can include you gunning down hundreds of people, but we draw the line at bad language. Well, darn. Okay, let's try going around. Oh. Oh gosh. This is gonna keep happening, isn't it? No, wait. No. Alright.
Hi, you reached the Vanderburg store. Please leave a message after the tone.
The remains of my husband, a police officer killed in the line of duty, were used to create some kind of a metal monster. I need to bury it to move forward with my life. Do you have a funeral suit that would fit that empty shell?
Ooh. This is actually, like... So I think even more impressive than the gunplay is that this is telling a pretty good RoboCop story. Like, the story for this game feels like a nice, it feels like a nice sequel to, like, RoboCop 1 and 2. The mannequins keep disappearing. I feel I should be worried about that.
Look at it. It thinks itself as human.
A world-class husband. A father. A cop.
If I keep knocking off their heads, they'll stop staring at me. Oh, dang it. The mannequins are getting wise. The mannequins are getting wise to what I'm doing. They're disappearing before I can stop them. Oh, I guess through here then. I expect to see more. I'm guessing we'll be encountering more creepy mannequins then.
Did you hear? It's true. You're not one of us anymore.
Uh-oh.
You're not human. And you're not a real cop. You're just the rotting remains of
Alex Murphy.
Oh, dang it.
You're something that should never have been.
Dang it.
Something that should not exist. We have to fix you. We have to erase you. And we will. Just come to us. Come to the rooftop. We're waiting.
Is this the right? Oh gosh, dang it, not again. Ah, it keeps happening. Oh no. Ah, wait, but... Okay, if this isn't delusion, that means he's been walking through here all night. He's just been walking through this mall all day and night. Uh-oh. Ah, now what?
One of us. It doesn't even have a badge. It's the crap that is stuck to our shoe. A cuckoo egg planted by OCP. We need to clear our station of this shit.
Dang it. I was wondering if I could just
smash
run
that
around.
thing. Fire at will.
Oh, gosh.
You're not one of us. You feel that too, don't you?
Oh gosh, where are we at now?
You're back. There's coffee in the kitchen.
Nice place you got here.
Do you like it? The mug.
World's best husband. Yes.
Dad, can you fix the camera? I think something's broken.
Sure, let's go fix the camera. Oh.
Hey, you fixed it! Remember I'm playing a game this afternoon?
Dad wouldn't miss it, would he?
Pick me up at the station. I'll grab my gear.
Oh, wait.
Do you really have to go? You look so sexy in that uniform. Why won't you stay a little longer?
Leave for work. Okay. Ooh. This is going a lot longer than I thought. It's really... Yeah, it's going a lot longer than I thought. I'm curious to see where it goes.
Why are you here?
Oh wait, that's
Do you not love your family?
No attachments, no leverage. This is a gift.
Don't take him away from me!
Everyone wants to be back home with their families. Be back home.
Oh shoot. Oh no.
Welcome, shopper.
Oh gosh.
Let's take a stroll through your old home.
Go back. Go on with your life like nothing happened.
This is a one-family house built by Z&M. It's for sale because the head of the family to which it belonged was shot in the head.
Your family has forgotten you. Why do you want to remember them? You attach yourself to something that is the weakest in you. The part that's still human.
Have you thought it over? Why not make me an offer?
Why carry this burden? What is your sacrifice worth? Holding on to them makes you weak. Destroy them. Destroy them.
Oh, it even says
before
objective
they
malfunction.
Destroy you.
Oh shoot.
Alex Murphy, The one and the only. I'm here because you have something that belongs to me. You have my badge.
Oh.
Lewis gave it to me.
Oh, gosh.
Lewis is hurt because of you. Because you keep insisting that you're something that you're not. That you are still me and that I simply came back to life, but you're wrong. I'm dead and I want to finally rest, but you won't let me. Your delusions keep tormenting me and my family. You need to let us go. I want my badge back. I have it, so I remember. Remember what? The lie? Lewis knows us. She would not lie. Give it to me. It's mine. But, Lewis, I want it back. This is my badge. Then I'll have to take it back myself.
Oh shoot, we're gonna have a boss fight with him. Oh no.
You are strong enough to take him. Don't forget you have a partner who's counting on you. Take this gift. Don't forget who you are. Alex Murphy.
Get up, Robo. Get up, for God's sake. That's it, Robo. Keep going.
Where's the chopper? The cops will be here any...
Wendell Antonowski.
Haven't you had enough yet?
You are under arrest. You have the right to remain silent.
Oh, good. Okay, so he did follow Wendell up to the roof.
You would have already...
You have the right to an attorney.
I wanted to help you. Release you from the burden of your past life, of your memories. But you don't want to lose them, right? Now I get it.
Anything you say may be used against you.
I can give you back those memories. All of them. We should help each other. We have the same boss! Police!
God damn it, you again?
People need to see this.
Cuff him. He is a cop killer.
Hands behind your back!
Hey, he said we have the same boss, so...
My lighter. It's a family heirloom. I wouldn't want to lose it.
You mean this trinket? It'll be safer in the prison depository. You'll pick it up yourself in, I don't know, 150 years?
Plenty of time for rehabilitation.
He said we have the same boss, so he's still working for OCP. So he's working for OCP?
Top story. Wendell Antonowski, the infamous new guy in town, has been
Well, he wasn't
apprehended
new in
today.
town for not that long.
RoboCop was able to capture Antonowski, as reported by an eyewitness, Channel 9's Samantha Ortiz. Unfortunately, no footage of the event has emerged.
Dang it.
RoboCop's efforts have prompted a public debate regarding his status as a
Samantha
human
did not
being.
release the footage. Oh.
Here's a statement from John Mills, a candidate for the mayor's office.
So depending on the
upcoming
choices I
mayoral
made,
election.
she would have released the footage of
Today,
RoboCop freaking out or
RoboCop
not.
has done more for this city than the current administration has done in its entire term. That's why I feel that it's time to give something back. If elected, I will be advocating to grant RoboCop the status of a free, living human being. That's right. Vote Mills, vote RoboCop.
Oh no.
Staying
I've been-
on the topic of OCP,
I've hated the I've become involved in
Omni
politics.
Consumer Products
Or,
suffered a
oh wait, no,
heart attack
RoboCop's
earlier
become involved in
today.
politics.
The self-made entrepreneur has been taken to the Gibson Memorial Hospital for observation. His condition is stable. We wish you a speedy recovery.
That's interesting that depending on like your decisions
Wendell's
with
in
Samantha,
prison
she
and
can
the old
decide
man
whether
is on
to
his way
like
out.
release the
Could
footage of
this day
RoboCop
be any
freaking out or
better?
not.
Jeez, Steph, don't you have any respect? Here's the man of the hour.
Congrats, Robo. You caught that bastard for what he did to Lewis.
We are not done yet.
Murphy, come talk to me after you're done with your evaluation.
Well, I guess we better go get evaluated. Alright, let's try. Yeah, let's go down. It's not over yet. Yeah, makes sense.
I knew he'd get him. I just knew he'd be the one to bust that asshole.
Glad we have Murphy on our team.
Figure this wouldn't be the end of it. He did actually. RoboCop actually caught
I keep seeing on television.
Wendell a lot earlier than I was expecting. Like I was expecting Wendell to get away, and then to be like it takes some time for like he'd have to find him again, at least one more time before catching him.
Is that supposed to put us at ease, Morgan?
Wait, attack on courthouse. I didn't see an attack on a courthouse. I guess I must have missed that. Hooray, I have 2 skill points now.
Congratulations on catching Wendell. You seem to constantly be front page news. Not only that, your situation has become a topic of public debate. I imagine that could take a toll on anyone. How are you dealing with other people trying to determine your identity for you?
Someone is finally fighting for my rights. I wish they would leave me alone. I'm used to it.
Someone is fighting for my rights.
That's probably the healthiest way of looking at it. But the status of a human would make you an autonomous being. It opens many doors.
You could finally start that
Being
movie
given
reviewing
human rights
podcast.
would let you fully take control of your life. Is that something that you'd actually want?
That's something a machine needs. This is a difficult topic, but considering that he's still got a human brain there, I guess I'd say yes.
Yes, I deserve it.
And why is that?
I am human.
The idea of granting you human rights is a very important issue, but no more important than the main reason for today's session. Many people might not be aware of that, but I have the whole report on the heavy glitches that you suffered before capturing Wendell.
Uh-oh.
The only other time you've experienced anything similar was during the slaughterhouse incident. That's when your partner was wounded. Now, you were fighting the person responsible for it. Do you think the severity of those glitches is caused by the intense feelings that you have towards either of them?
Those glitches caused by intense feelings. Perhaps
I do not know.
Don't worry. You're not alone on this. I am here to help you figure it out. Let's dig a little deeper. Your typical glitches are triggered by sensory stimulation, similar to how most people experience memories when exposed to particular sights, sounds, or smells. But this wasn't the case with the other glitches that you experienced recently?
No, they triggered randomly.
That's what I suspected. And now tell me, what did they seem like to you when you experienced them?
What did it seem like to get you experience?
Corrupted visions of my past.
I think we're onto something. Your usual glitches were making you recall memories. No more harmful than remembering your wedding day when hearing Mendelssohn's March. We have to differentiate them from those severe malfunctions that you experienced in the slaughterhouse and at the mall. Those latter ones are the real problem, and we need to get to the bottom of it. But I think I've gathered quite a lot of valuable data, and at our next session, I'll present my conclusions.
Okay.
Hey, Robo, could you stop by the cells on your way to Reed? Someone there wants to speak to you.
Oh, Pickles got... Pickles, what did you do?
If it happens, I'm definitely getting sacked. I've got a degree in robotics, not in human relations.
What did you do?
Sometimes I'm surprised you got a high school diploma.
Oh, okay. Oh, now they're looking at me. Now it's gotten a little awkward. I'll move on. Well, if I put both of my skills in this... okay, let me actually put it into... Doubles earn public trust points. Let you hit enemies behind cover by bouncing. Activate RoboCop vision. Okay, let's use this one. And... Dash allows you to ram into enemies. Combat. Stunning nearby enemies for a time. Successful punch after enemy reloads all carried weapons. I guess let me add this one. Okay. Yeah, let me increase his vitality. And it looks like I need to go downstairs. Okay, downstairs we go. See, I've got about a little less than an hour left. And I'll be back on Tuesday, and then just a reminder that the new stream schedule is going to be like Tuesday, Thursday, and
I'd recognize
Sunday.
those footsteps anywhere. Over here, Tin Man.
Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. is when I'll be streaming. And I'll be mainly focused on like playing Bloodborne for the emergency donathon. And then like on Sundays, I'll just play something that I really want to play, that I really want to play on stream, that I know I'll really enjoy. Like I think I'll probably continue God Hand next Sunday.
What did you do this time?
Why does it have to be that I did something? Maybe one of your guys just got a little overeager.
Did they?
No. But none of this matters. I'm here mainly to congratulate us. We did it. We got the guy.
We
sure did, partner.
Any new leads?
Are you looking for trouble? This is the they lived happily ever after part of the story.
Wendell was conducting suspicious activity for someone at OCP. I want to know who.
Well, I mean, everyone at OCP is suspicious, so...
I thought you were just looking to avenge your partner. I forgot that you're a dutiful officer. All right. I'll keep my ear to the ground and see what the streets are saying.
Good.
Talk to you later, partner.
Well, at least he stopped calling him Tin Man. Okay, and I guess we gotta go to Sergeant Reed's office. Okay.
Did you hear? The old man had a heart attack.
Good.
Seriously? I didn't think he had one.
Hat.
One cold hand, rookie? Actually, I do. Still not used to working with one hand.
Murphy, in my
You'll
office.
eventually forget about being shot the first time. Yeah? When? When you get shot the second time. What?
Okay, let's see what Reed wants.
Catching Antonowski put a smile on a lot of people's faces, but we still have one unresolved issue.
Catching his accomplice at OCP.
Exactly. And when everyone realizes that OCP's been sabotaging us the whole time, mentions of a strike will come up again.
Good.
We don't want that.
Are you sure we don't?
So who do you think it is? Becker is an obvious choice. I just don't know if that's not too obvious. Do you suspect that Becker is on Wendell's payroll?
I'm sure of it. All signs point to him.
All signs point to him.
They do, don't they?
Oh,
that leads me to another thing.
My only two choices
Becker
were
wanted
select
to
yes.
meet you. You're supposed to show up at some old factory. And he wanted you to come alone.
A rather unusual request.
That's why I'll get Officer Washington to listen in. By the way, how do you feel about him? Can you trust him?
He's trying his best. He's an OCP employee for us. I do not know what to make of. I guess he's trying his best.
Despite shortcomings, he is trying his best.
That makes me a little less anxious about signing him up to look after you. I'm skeptical of anyone that OCP tries to push on us. First Becker, then Washington. And let's not forget about Dr. Blanche. Speaking of which, Dr. Blanche, is she being helpful? Are you getting anything out of those sessions?
Yes.
She is an enormous help. She listens.
Good. That's good to hear. Sometimes that's all it takes.
I will meet Becker, but there is a place I will visit first.
Sure thing. In the meantime, I'll brief your overseer.
Okay, let's go.
Officer Washington.
Yes, sir.
You've got a new assignment.
Okay, I guess let's
Ready
go.
and willing.
I guess let's go leave the precinct and see where RoboCop wants to go. But yeah, totally Becker's gonna try to do something. Yeah, Becker's totally gonna try to do something as soon as RoboCop shows up there. Only question is who's he gonna hire to try and kill RoboCop, because well, he's gonna need like a his own private army if he wants to try and kill RoboCop. Oh my gosh, he's totally gonna bring in his own private army, isn't he? Well, that would be kind of interesting, like an interesting advancement of the threats RoboCop's face, because I've really only, for the first 2 RoboCop movies I've really only seen RoboCop fight thugs and like robots as well, like between Ed 209 and RoboCop 2, but. Basically, I've seen him fight like thugs, which are he's way stronger than them, or like the specific robots, like Ed 209, that are like they're way stronger than him.
Yesterday? I don't know what's wrong with our team. We're losers.
I wanted to throw the TV out the window, but it was too heavy. I pulled a hamstring because of them.
Everyone seems really interested in this game. Okay, let's go check on Lewis, see how she's doing. Darn it. Okay, not that way. Maybe.
Please step aside.
This way?
Patients need peace and quiet.
I will try to be quiet.
Wait,
Thump.
why are you asking me about my
Thump.
liver and
Thump.
kidneys? They shot me in the leg.
We can offer you a higher standard of accommodation and additional benefits if you decide to sell.
Just get the bullet out and let me leave.
Jeez.
She's waiting for you, Murphy.
Come on, give me the skinny. I want to know everything.
Ah, Murphy, we started the party a little early. I hope you don't mind.
Sorry, partner. It's my fault. I just gotta hear what's happening at the precinct.
In usual fashion, OCP's doing everything in its power to keep the police down.
Come on, this is time to celebrate. Lewis is feeling better, Wendell's in jail. Let's party.
If you don't think a strike is brewing...
You know what? Let me get this grouch out of here so that you two can talk.
Okay, I'm going. Feel better, Lewis.
Well, I'm guessing she wants to know about, like, RoboCop
You look well.
capturing Wendell.
I gotta admit, I sleep
arresting
better
Wendell.
knowing that you got that bastard. But what about you? How have you been lately? Did you get any more of those visions?
Oh, did he? I still get them.
I still see things.
You know, ever since Antonowski showed up, they seem to be happening more often. And with greater intensity. I don't think I've ever seen you in such a state. I just know how it affects me. So I can't imagine how it affects you. The fact that he's the brother of one of those guys who shot you.
We should not let the past haunt us.
Easier said than done. His presence reminds me of the day that I left you. I often think that maybe if we didn't split up that day, things would have gone down differently.
You did not pull the trigger. Yeah, you did not pull the trigger.
You did not pull the trigger. The people responsible have paid for it.
I know. What I don't get is if Wendell is actually the brother of one of your murderers, then why did he come out now? After all this time? And why didn't he kill you when he got a chance?
That is what I intend to find out.
Right. Is it true that he's working with someone from OCP?
That is what he claims.
Damn Becker. We should just lock him up already.
We do not have proof that it is him. I would like that very much.
I would like that.
Maybe there's someone who'd be willing to help us? I don't know if you heard, but the old man ended up in this hospital after his heart attack.
Oh,
I'm
well,
not even
that's
sure if he's in a
that's
state
helpful.
to talk.
Maybe.
But it probably wouldn't hurt to check if he knows anything, right? Anyway, I think I need a little rest after all this excitement. Thank you for visiting me. We'll be back to working together in no time.
I look forward to it.
Okay. Alright. Enter the VIP wing. Okay, sorry. Just a second. Right. Okay, we got like a little over 30 minutes left, so there's really not that much time. I'll have to see how far I can get before the stream will end. So let me check the... Okay.
Did you hear? We're moving the old man to a private clinic in 20 minutes. Good. I don't think I can last a minute longer in this stitch.
Excuse me. Pardon. Excuse me. Pardon. Excuse me. Pardon.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
To talk to the old man.
You're the only one who actually showed up to pay him a visit. You know he talks about you a lot.
Does he?
Yeah, about you being granted human rights. He's rooting for you. So maybe it's not such a bad idea. You can go in.
Okay.
I served this town with every drop of my sweat.
Oh gosh, here it go. Here it comes.
Improve people's lives. I was good to them. Just like you told me, Mother.
Yes, sure.
We did not see Delta City rise. But don't you worry.
Oh great, he's going full whiny.
I promise it will happen. Mother, why aren't you saying it? Michael, is that you? Your halo shines so bright.
I need answers. No need to be afraid. I need answers. No need to be afraid. I need answers.
Someone in OCP was supporting Wendell's operations. I want to know who.
RoboCop?
Get.
Oh God.
He's like, oh no.
I'm getting close to my final days. And I just can't stand this uncertainty. But you came back from the other side. Tell me, how was it?
Old man, you don't think this is like, you're not trying to like make yourself, you're not gonna try to like make yourself into a RoboCop, into your own old man, are you? Pain was, you know what? Yes, we'll make it sound like the worst idea possible, so he doesn't get any good ideas.
The pain is crushing, but every officer is
RoboCop,
aware
that's not
of the risk.
that's not how I wanted you to answer.
That is not what I wanted to hear. I believe that death isn't the
Nah,
end.
screw him. He's a billionaire CEO. He's a billionaire CEO. Make him feel as awful as possible.
Unfortunately, I have not completed all I set out to do. Those saboteurs inside OCP won't let me.
Are you referring to Max Becker?
That weasel seeks not only to destroy you, but also my company. Be wary of him. I know you would never let anyone jeopardize the good name of OCP.
What good name?
Before you go, could you be so kind and give me some painkillers?
Hey, mister, I'm not qualified to do that.
I am not qualified to administer medication.
Please, anyone help me?
No, we're not gonna help him.
I need my painkillers.
Nope.
How much longer do I have to stand this?
Not much longer.
My one?
The helicopter is on its way, sir. I'll give you your...
Why the long face, Robo? They'll pump him full of OCP's cocktails, and come Monday morning, he'll be back to signing deals.
Yeah, why the long face at all? So, one problem I do have with the way this game is telling its story is it's trying to be very nice to the old man, but which I'm not buying it because I've seen RoboCop 2, and that movie made clear to show that he is just as much a problem as the other people at OCP, and has caused a lot of like there's one moment from RoboCop